everybody, to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, live from Cherry Creek Golf Club in Shelby Township. We are here for the Detroit Sports Media Association's Charity Golf Scramble. Everybody's been having a lot of fun. The golfers are starting to come in. DMac will be here with us shortly, but right now I'm your girl, Pilar Lastra. We've got Tom Mazaway.
What up, folks?
And soon, as soon as DMac gets here, we're going to have him on the show. But right now we've got our good friend Terry Foster joining us.
Yeah, I was wondering when I was going to make it on The Hook. I kept asking. They said, well, you need a few more reps, young man. So
we upgraded. We upgraded.
Stop. You are welcome on our show anytime. You know that.
Okay.
Anytime.
Okay, I come stumbling in here on a drunk Friday. You know,
there's always
say
a
anything.
seat for you. You know that.
All right.
Always a seat for you. So thanks so much for stopping by. We've got Alex keeping us honest can be today. We're definitely going to be giving him a hard time today. I think that's fair to say.
He's got his work cut out for him today.
Make sure that you are hitting us up on our social media at Woodward Sports. We always love to hear from you guys. So let's go ahead and, well, first, Terry, before we get to your sports update, Maz, Terry, tell us a little bit about the Detroit Sports Media Association and what it is that this charity is going to do today.
Well, the Detroit Sports Media wants to help young broadcasters, young journalists who are interested in sports broadcasting. So there will be a scholarship presented to somebody. I'm not supposed to say the name because I don't know anyway. But they present a scholarship to somebody every year, and they go on to college and study the sports media and stuff. So it's a good cause. So it's not money just going to buy some new shirts or anything like this. So it's a great cause, and young people have gone through and got into our business. So
right.
We've been members for a long time, haven't we, Terry?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Way back into the 90s.
Yeah, it was called what was
Detroit Sports Broadcasting Association.
Yes. But then they wanted to get
instead of broadcasting, they wanted media.
Right. So they wanted sports writers and PR people to get involved because then it makes it big. In fact, Detroit Sports Broadcaster used to have a building, and they used to have it was like a private club downtown, and people used to go to that. That'd be pretty cool now. But then the memberships dwindled and everything. So now, I think that'd be cool to have a little spot downtown.
We'll tell Jennifer Hammond to make it happen.
Let's hey, if somebody's gonna make it happen, it'll be Hammer.
Let's do it, Hammer.
Absolutely. So, and of course, the Charity Golf Scramble is brought to you by Lady Jane's, by Woodward Sports, and Wicked Awesome Wishes. So, Chad Johnson doing some really good stuff for the Detroit Sports Media Association.
See the Lady Jane's girls walking around here, too.
I know. That's what I said. I was like, wow, they got some really pretty caddies.
Yeah, they do.
And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. These are all the Lady Jane girls.
No wonder.
Right?
Now, are they Lady Jane girls, or do they work for Lady Jane's? There's a difference.
Well, no, they're not Lady Jane girls, right? But, yes, they work for
the Lady Jane
Jane
girls give you drinks and flirt with you and pat you on the head and stuff like that.
Wait, is that what happens?
Yeah.
Oh.
But people who work for Lady Jane's, they work for Lady Jane's and do professional stuff.
Well, they're pros.
They're pros. They're all
pros.
stylists.
Like a Lady Jane's girl would be in a golf cart serving beers and stuff and flirting with golfers.
I'm not sure. I wasn't out on the golf course.
I don't think that they're doing that.
They might have been out there.
So they're not Lady Jane girls. They're the girls of Lady Jane.
The girls of Lady Jane.
Yes.
If you want to get technical.
Yes, if you want to get technical.
Our good friend Pete is here live today.
Yes. It's
Pete
great
usually
to
calls
see.
in. Now he's here.
Now you can just yell at us.
Right. All right, Tom. Well, why don't you go on ahead and kick things off with your sports update?
I will. Brought to you by mybookie.ag. Don't forget, use that promo code Woodward. They'll match your first deposit halfway up to $1,000. Hopefully you bet the American League last night and the over-under for home runs. Well, I think it was 3. So they hit that on the nose. So we'll see how that shakes out. But don't forget, use Woodward as your promo code. You got the NBA Finals, game number 4 tonight. Let's start you off with, some NFL news. Free agent, 3-time All-Pro cornerback Richard Sherman arrested early this morning outside of Seattle for burglary, domestic violence charges. He was denied bail. As you continue to peel this onion, it gets stinkier, which says Adam Schefter, Washington State Police also investigating Sherman in a hit and run. he hit a Department of Transportation property, so maybe a police car, I'm not sure. State police say at about 1 a.m. Pacific time, they received a report of a single-car accident, and the car struck a concrete barrier, and he left. Turns out Sherman goes to his family's house, breaks in, and we're going to tell you more about that coming up here on the Big Hook. But I don't know what's up with Richard Sherman and those Stanford
a woman
people.
is involved.
You know a woman's involved.
If it's 1 in the morning and you're a professional athlete and you go off like this, a woman is involved.
Hey, woman.
Why? Y'all give us way too much credit.
Hey, woman.
Way too much credit.
Wait until the story unfolds for the next 2. A woman is involved.
There's no question, T. He's locked up in jail, this man, the smart guy that we know, Richard Sherman. So cool. Great interview. A Stanford man. We're going to talk to you about that, Terry. Stay right there.
It could have been like a cousin maybe upset him or stole something.
There's a woman involved.
Yeah, there's a woman.
It would still be domestic violence if he went and he was trying to beat up his cousin.
It was some woman he liked.
We'll find out in the Big Hook.
Boy.
Stay right here. Last night, American League beat the National League again, 5-2. That's 8 straight wins for the AL. 22-year-old Vladdy Guerrero Jr. brings home the MVP award with this 468-foot blast. Listen to ESPN Deportes.
Con algo de canadiense, saborcito.
Ahí viene el tercer picheo. ¡Oh! Bien atrás, bien atrás, bien atrás. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Y no. Díganle que no a esa pelota.
Oye.
Cuadrangular solitario para Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Man, they're having some fun in that booth, but a great home run there. Shohei Ohtani, 1 inning of work. He gets the win. He went 0 for 2 at the plate, hit a couple of balls really sharp, but good defensive play by the National League. The AL now 23-1 since 97. They lead the series now 46-43-2. Baseball will be back on Thursday with the Yankees and Red Sox. Tigers get going on Friday. They are 40-51. They start the second half. They host a doubleheader with the hated Twins at Comerica. Of course, Minnesota coming off that 4-game sweep last weekend. MLB thinking about eliminating the 7-inning doubleheader, the runner on second in extra innings, and the shift. I'm up for I say kill the shift. I hate the shift. All they need now is to go with the universal DH. Terry, are you a universal DH guy or you like the pitcher hitting?
I want the DH. Let's get the best. Let's get the best players out on the field doing your thing.
I don't need a pitcher hitting and hurting himself, and they look awful.
I don't want to see some dude batting 136 coming up.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Of course we can.
But I sort of want to keep the runner on second base. I kind of like that.
I kind of like that in regular season. Yeah. It's in the regular season.
But in the playoffs, no.
No, and I kind of like the 7-inning doubleheader, to be honest with you. I'm getting used to them.
But here's the thing. We have stuff to do.
Yeah.
We don't have time to sit for 15 hours
Correct.
for 2 games and stuff. People, if you're going to play 2, let's do it quickly.
Last night's game was just over 3 hours. A typical Yankee-Red Sox game could go 4 hours. That's an 8-hour doubleheader.
Right.
Who the hell needs that?
Or how about this, the Twilight doubleheader? Remember that?
I love those. But they used to let you stay in the park for those.
Right.
Now you got to leave and come back and pay again.
They're trying to make that money.
I know. Game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight from Milwaukee. Suns lead the Bucks 2-1. Milwaukee won Game 3 on Sunday. They're favored by 4.5 tonight. Tip at 9. I kind of like the Suns tonight. Team USA basketball. They're back. They trounced Argentina 108-80. KD and Bradley Beal 17 apiece. They get a rematch with the Aussies on Friday. Australia beat them just a couple of nights ago. Tokyo games start next Friday, the 23rd. And former Red Wing great Sergei Fedorov named the new head coach of CSKA in Russia. You know what that stands for?
Well, it's not Canadian anything.
It's just called, remember the Red Army.
Okay.
He is the head coach of the Red Army Hockey Club. Can't wait to talk to Darren.
I remember the Red
that.
Army was the best hockey team in the world.
Until Team USA took them down in 1980. And on this day in sports, we go to 1970, the All-Star Game in beautiful new Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. Pete Rose has Ray Fosse over to his house the night before the All-Star Game. The catcher for the American League. Pete says, come on over. I know his family. He knows my family.
Sure.
And then Pete Rose bowls the poor guy down in the game that night.
And right into the stretch. Looking back and throws up the middle. Rose is on his way around. Picked up by Otis. Rose is coming to the plate. Throws the throw. He's in. It's all over. The National League win.
Terry, do you remember that play when Rose bowled over poor Ray Fosse?
Yeah, it
ruined his career.
If it happened today, we would be all outraged. But back when it happened, it was like Pete Rose was being aggressive.
I know, but that's an all-star game.
I know, but Pete Rose was all out all the time.
He sure was, man. But poor Ray Fosse, never the same. A fractured shoulder. Didn't play the rest of that year, and this never was the same guy. So, I don't know. Pete Rose, I still believe that he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I truly do.
He does. I've written about that several times. You could put the guy in the Hall of Fame. 4,100 and something hits.
He's the hit king.
Yeah, he is. So he should be in there.
I'm it.
There's bad guys in the Hall of Fame.
Of course. Just make a new wing for him. Bad guys and asterisk guys, steroid guys.
Right.
There you go.
Put him in there.
We'll put the bus in there.
How about bad boy Richard Sherman?
Bad boy.
Richard Sherman should be in the Hall of
Sherman.
Fame when he retires.
I mean, you know what this sucks most right now, and I'm sure DMac's going to have an opinion on this. He's going to be joining the show here shortly. But, you know, he's probably one of the most talked about free agents right now. This is certainly not going to help his cause.
Not
right?
at all.
I mean,
Not at all. 2
This
weeks
is
till
gonna-
training camp. He doesn't have a team yet. Then you got Deshaun Watson, who, by the way, no one said a freaking word about Deshaun Watson in like
Right.
2 months. What's going to happen with him? There's a lot coming up. NFL,
Yeah,
baby, it's back.
Well, right now there's no sexual abuse involved, so Richard Sherman has nothing to worry
No,
about.
not
You're
at
right.
all.
No,
Not at all.
I mean, I don't know if I can say.
But wait till we tell you
That
what
was
happened to
you're
him.
right. Was very sarcastic, though. I just want to say that. I mean, there's domestic violence. Like, this is not good. No matter, I mean, sexual abuse isn't good. Domestic violence isn't abuse. Any kind of abuse is not good. The NFLPA has already released a statement that they're getting out in front of this, especially since, you know, Richard Sherman is part of the NFLPA. I mean, he's one of the big dogs.
He's
there.
a smart
So,
dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what the hell could have done this to him.
It's a woman.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
No doubt.
Women
Given.
drive us crazy. We love them, but they piss us off so bad we do silly stuff.
Well, you know what? I mean, y'all act like guys don't make us upset.
I didn't say that, but do you
we
go
learn
and
to
do you
calm
break into
down.
houses? Do you beat up people? Do
No.
you shoot people? No, we do that.
I mean,
Look what you do to us.
DMac said Pilardes. I mean, can you use that in a sentence like, shoot them with what? I don't. Yeah. DMac is in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear him. He said, I don't cheat on my wife because she would shoot me.
Just yelling at me is enough.
Yep. Make you do it. Yep. Torture you, kill you.
Yeah, torture me, kill me, bring me back to life, kill me, torture me, do it all again.
Yep. It's
Damn.
like rinse and repeat, right?
Yeah, sort of
Yeah.
like John Wayne Gacy, Under the House, all that stuff, yeah.
I mean, that's how some wives roll, so.
Yeah, some wives, that's because you say that because that's how you roll. So you can.
I mean, I can sit here and answer that question. I don't know if Anthony was sitting here what he would say.
He would say you're crazy.
Hey, one thing
Oh,
Terry
for
knows,
sure.
it's never about us. We when we realize that, it takes us when we're older, but.
DMac, were you sitting in my house this morning when I just told my husband, honey, why do you always think that this
Universal,
is about
Pilar.
you?
Universal.
Yep, there you go.
Because
I'm
here's
telling
what
you.
I don't like
'Cause I
that
go
you
to
guys do to
TFOS
us.
counseling.
No,
marriage counseling. He's the best marriage counselor
You
out there.
bitch at us, and you know what? 9 times out of 10, we deserve it. What I don't like is when you do it the second
5
time,
times out
the
of 10,
third
not
time,
9.
the fourth time. Okay, we already discussed this. Why are you still telling me the same thing you told me 20 minutes ago?
But did you take notes and listen? Did you maybe need to write it down because you weren't paying attention? Or
No.
you
I have a puppy dog look on my face, so obviously I heard it.
Okay.
Naz, would you know anything about that?
About what?
Well, I hate it. I hate the repeatosaurus. I can hear first.
That's it. I'm with you.
Right.
And sometimes if I don't hear it, it's because, I've had damage done to my ears with these headphones. It's not my fault that I didn't hear it.
Now, I will admit that I tune her out sometimes.
that's what I'm
not
saying.
listening.
That's what I'm
But when
saying.
I'm there listening and nodding my head, yep, baby. Why do we have to go a second, third, and fourth time?
Well, because I feel like sometimes you guys just, you heard it, but you weren't really listening. You weren't really paying attention, making notes and going to make a change or make it right. That's what I think. Listen,
No,
DMac,
that's not true.
I
You do
hate
it just to
being-
bitch at us.
No, I hate being a repeatosaurus. I hate being the repeatosaurus.
Right. So
So
you
why do
gotta
you do
let
it?
it breathe for a minute to see if we are just because maybe we're tired because we were outside digging compost holes or putting mulch in.
DMac, DMac, you are not being on my side right now. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, DMac is going to come back on the show, tell us about his day on the golf course. And, of course, we're going to be getting more into this Richard Sherman story. So nobody go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. Thanks, Terry.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial,
Terry,
we
stick
treat our
around. I'm
clients
gonna need
like
you.
family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star
Wait, were you
service.
going to ask more questions?
Our
I'm sorry. I thought
passion
we
for
were gonna do
5-star
something.
service,
just wanted to stay
combined
here
with
in
our
case we need 'em.
expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution
I
for
have music
refinancing
coming back
your
always.
home loan. We take the
Stand
time
by.
to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. We are live from Cherry Creek Golf Country Club in Shelby Township for the Detroit Sports Media Association Charity Golf Scramble. Back with us, we've got DMac back in your seat.
Hi guys.
Hi.
How's it going?
How'd you guys
We finished at 11. We left a few out there, but on and off, the most talent in the group is Jesse. He just doesn't play enough, so he hasn't shone yet. But we all hit some good shots.
We got your golf card right here.
I know it's supposed to be handed in.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, I would.
Let's
think
hand DMac's
Well, how
card
did
in.
you do?
Thank you.
we were at 11 under, but I don't
11
think it's
under?
enough to win.
Yeah.
We have fun.
Is Neil Rule on the course?
He's out there somewhere.
So he's probably like 20 under.
I don't know.
Oh.
Depends on what team that he brought. But the bone to pick, as you can see, Maz, nice. What color is that? Teal.
Mint.
Nice mint shirt. Polaris
you.
out of Woodward.
I'm like a stuffed
Yeah.
sausage.
And that color is what?
Woodward.
Rose.
I was just thinking
Chablis.
like a red. I mean, red.
Okay,
pink,
rouge,
hot pink.
rose, hot pink,
Hot pink.
and this is tangerine.
That's beautiful.
Tangerine. I know, but I didn't know we had the option that. What's Pimp Daddy?
I know.
Pimp Terry, and then Sticks got with all the Under Armour one.
They got the Father's Day
What went
editions.
into again? Now I think now I'm going to start taking it personally, Maz, that it's something with the hook thing, and I might have to.
Wait,
go.
can I say something
I might
before you go to them?
I might go over.
They bought me an extra large.
I already,
just so I could squeeze into
listen,
an extra large.
I already heard from the
this
boss
looks
about the
great on you.
disrespect about you getting your
Disrespect.
the disrespect that they show you
Yep.
on the first item that they've given you, which you've been there the longest.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know what, Baz? Guess what?
What?
It's remember what I say, karma and everything, and it's noticed and stuff like this, right? So I don't need to tell you about this. I just was wondering were those pretty. I didn't even know I had the option.
I know.
Well, we wanted the hook to all. Oh, you got to turn my mic up. Oh, I'm up.
I got
okay.
you.
We wanted you all to have Nike. We wanted you all to match because you're a team.
I didn't know it was an option.
I love
we
Nike.
didn't know it was an option either, to be honest with you. We just sent the Lady Jane's girl to Dick, said grab these sizes, and she grabbed what she could. There was no thought in color scheme.
Okay.
There was no thought in brand.
Listen, I love my blouse.
No, I believe
love
you.
this
I was
color.
just. I was just saying what went behind it. So now, remember, I always said I need to know the why. Stick explained the why. So the fact, no, I mean, I'm not, but I didn't know there was an option. But there really wasn't an option. The option was that if we wanted those, we should have gone out and got them. We should be grateful to have
Hey,
these.
Jen-
And I am very grateful.
Jenna
'cause I love
Newman.
my tangerine.
Jenna Newman just texted me, Maz, hot mic. Yeah, when I was saying, hey, we're coming back with music. We're back with music, everybody. Everyone
Yeah,
heard
I
me.
feel
Was he
like-
yelling at everybody? See, that's Maz yelling at everybody between takes.
That sounds about right.
Acceptable answer, Stick. Thank you.
Hey, I got more
I'm good
stuff on
now.
Richard Sherman, by the way.
Phew.
Oh,
What
Adam
about the
says
dog?
mute the audio. We
Yeah.
can hear y'all all during the commercial.
Yes.
That's the best.
We got you, Adam. I'm good now.
That is the
Hey,
best.
it's a Tom Mazaway remote production
Hey,
right now, so you gotta
That's
expect
my
it.
first break. It won't happen again.
I'm just saying, Adam, why did you even tell us that? You guys could have maybe gotten some really juicy stuff behind the scenes.
Not from me.
There goes
from
Trevor
you.
Thompson and Jeff Defran. Lots of good buddies around here.
Who was the best golfer you saw out on the course today?
Well, you don't see anybody but your own group.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you play in a
You don't get to
scramble. And,
Say hi to
and-
anybody in the mornings, and you guys are having breakfast and coffee, or
Okay. I was too busy. Getting my hair braided. There's Neil Rule. There he is, the voice of the Oakland Grizzlies.
What'd you
and
shoot?
DCFC. What'd you guys finish? Neil, what'd you guys finish? 16. Yeah, there.
I had you at 20. I had you at 20.
11. Left too many out there.
Did you have a hard time getting putts to the hole?
Some of the time.
Come get on the mic.
This is a sound medium, Neil. Not a video. Go ahead, talk to us.
What's up, guys? How are you?
You can ask Darren your little question now.
Well, yeah, this is very golf elite right now, Darren. So, did you guys have a hard time getting the putts to the hole today with all the rain in the area?
They were slower. They were slower than you would expect.
That's a very golf elite question
Yes.
right there. So I apologize.
No, it wasn't.
For the audience
No,
watching.
this is my show. It's between 3 and 5. Neil, we can talk as much golf as you want, as
Let's
much.
do it.
Let me ask you while we have you here, though. What does the championship to DCFC? Not only mean to the organization, but to the city and what everything's gone down in Hamtramck and to the Northern Guard?
I think it's a better question for the media, right? I mean, in terms of winning, there was a lot of pressure on them to win that match because they have to validate everything. I mean, let's be real about
Undefeated season, right?
Yeah, and let's be real about where they are right now. Like the constant battle for them is a fight for relevancy, right? And people want to shortchange them all the time and things like that and say, well, who are they playing? What are they doing? It's not MLS. They just keep winning. They keep winning at every level they're at. They keep having 7,000 people at the stadium all the time. The ratings are through the roof. Yeah, and let's be real about where they are in the media business. The constant battle
as far
for
as
them
like
NBA
is a fight
TV
for
ratings versus
relevancy,
TV
right?
ratings that
And
DCFC gets.
people wanna
shortchange them all the time.
They're
and things
very,
like
very
that
comparable.
And say,
So,
well, who are they playing? What are they
what's
doing? It's not
playing
MLS.
underneath?
They.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Go ahead, Neil.
I'm just. No, it was big for them to
My
not
phone
play
was
their
on
best
First
and still
fucking
win.
time?
My phone was
First
on Bluetooth.
time on the live?
My phone was on Bluetooth. I'm sorry.
You better
It
friggin'
was okay.
Man, I
have
was
it on.
rolling right there too.
I'm
DMac, you see me slip into the group
were.
right there?
Did you see-
Paul,
hey,
what's
did
up? Good to see you again.
You were
Hey,
on fire there.
Neil, did you see that it was so informational that I was gonna stop it right there and be rude because that's what you had to
It was
say.
good
Now
stuff.
it started. The Bluetooth decided to. We're gonna blame that on Surrey, by the way, Matt.
Thanks,
You're off
man.
the hook.
Appreciate it,
So
man.
what you're saying to the question to the media because they sell out, they do all this, they've done everything there.
They do everything that you asked for, right? I mean, everything that the city asked for, they do it all. The sold-out crowds, they pull TV ratings, they do all of it. They win all the time. I mean, what else is there left for them to do? I mean, at this point, like, it's on you if you don't get behind it, right?
Reminds me of the 90s.
Yeah.
Hey, Terry. Reminds me of the 90s. Reminds me of the 90s. That's a way, expecting to win or expecting to compete, and that's, people should cherish that in this town because that's the only winner right now. Everything else is building, but the culture.
It's hard to win a championship, man. I mean,
Anywhere.
You know this, right? When you guys play the Devils in '95, like you were gonna win. No, I mean, like it was a foregone conclusion. It's not that easy though.
It's a good pick.
No, but like as I always say, those other guys drive nice cars too, man. Like it's not that easy. It's not.
No, it isn't.
So it should be celebrated.
It absolutely should be celebrated. We ran into Coach Campy out there on the par 3. He said he's a lot of swings today, but he said he was really excited about they got summer ball going on right now, but with the class he's got coming in and the team he's got.
Big transfer from Marquette too. I mean, there's no reason why they won't be there again. I mean, they played in the conference championship game, took Michigan to overtime last year. It's very similar, right? Like the parallels with DCFC and with Oakland, the parallels are very similar, right? You're battling all the time for that notoriety. You're battling all the time for every little morsel you get, and it's deserved. And you have to perform every single time the spotlight's on you. It's not like Michigan where they can go to Bloomington and they can lose and everything's cool and they're still going to get in the tournament. They're still going to be in the top 3 in the Big Ten. Every time the spotlight's on them, they have to win too. So there's a lot of parallels.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thanks, Real Deal.
Thanks, Real.
Good to see you all.
Real Deal.
Good to see you all.
Rule.
Terry, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Just hanging. Yeah, I love it. Good to see y'all.
All
Flyer,
right,
good to see you.
thanks. Likewise. Thanks for
Pass
swinging
that
by.
over to T-Bone.
Terry's only missing the cigar right now.
That's all, T-Bone. You're good, man. Just leave it the way it is.
I mean, where is
Don't
that
look at
cigar,
it. Just,
right?
that's you. Just talk into it.
Not for me. For
No,
Don't
you
look
can
at
have
it.
one.
Just
You
put
can
it up.
have one. Hey, the audience would love that.
the gentleman.
We get around.
Can
just
I
like a nice glass of
issue
cold
my
wine.
bitch about these scramble golf tournaments.
Oh.
There's always one team. What did you shoot? Oh, 23 under. And we left a few putts out there. You know they're lying. There's no way they shot 23. You know, somebody's going to say 23.
It all depends
under.
on who's in the group and how the
18
setup
holes.
is. No, but 16 is like when you say that, and I play in a ton of these. This is
16 under should win it.
Yes,
but it won't.
I agree. Nah, out here, I think it will. I think
People
it will.
lie.
I know they do.
He said
Tarek,
people
that
lie.
comes down to
Yes,
morals,
they do.
bro. That
Okay.
comes down to morals. That's the unwritten rule of whatever else, especially when golf's supposed to be the elite sport, which is the snobbery of doing it by the book, and it's on your honor. That's why they have pencils, not pens.
Yeah.
But that's the best club in your bag, player. The pencil wedge. Race.
Terry, you always get a lot of love on our social media every time you're on our show. You know that?
People bitch at me, though, but that's okay. I'll
They
take
love
it.
you.
Hey.
Calling you
Call like it's real.
Hey, I'm going to coach us up for a second.
classiest of all men.
We got about 9 minutes before we have the great Bubba Baker on.
Oh, yeah.
So let's take a quick break and come back and talk about Richard Sherman. All right? I want to know about Richard Sherman and your Stanford guy. You know, Celine just graduated from Stanford. I mean, what the hell's going on, right? And we got more info on him, too. His wife, Ashley, has talk. So take us to the break, Pilar.
By
Woman.
the minute, this is getting a little bit more crazy. So nobody go anywhere. You guys are tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. We are live from Cherry Creek Golf Club in Shelby Township for the Detroit Sports Media Association Charity Golf Scramble. All brought to you by Lady Jane's, Woodward Sports Network, and Wicked Awesome Wishes. All right, let's get down to this. Just minutes ago, the Richard Sherman story is getting a little bit more information. Adam Scheffner tweeted a tweet. Do you want to go on ahead and read the tweet?
Yeah, well, let's fill everybody in. Last night, turns out that Richard Sherman was out taking a joyride just outside of Seattle. And it turns out he hit a state trooper type of car, a government car. And he also hit a cement divider. And he left. So he left the scene. A hit and run. He left the scene. They traced the car, and it was his. He then went to a family member's home and tried to break in. As he was breaking in, they were calling the police. The police came. So I understand that he broke into the house. The police came. He was fighting the police. And so much, though, that they had to unleash the canine pups onto Richard Sherman.
The hell was he
According
on?
to TMZ.
What was he on?
We don't know. So they take him down, and obviously the dog's going to injure him a little bit. They took him to the hospital, checked him out, and I guess they booked him, and then they would not release him on bail. So now Richard Sherman's wife, Ashley Moss, told the Seattle Times, he didn't harm anybody. My kids were not harmed in the incident. He's a good person. This is not his character. We're all doing all right. Just trying to get him out. I want people to know no one was injured. That is Richard Sherman's wife, Ashley, just a few minutes ago. We're going to continue to update the story, but Mac, we'll go to you, man. He has not been formally charged now. He cannot be until he appears in district court, not till Thursday. So he's in the correctional facility just inside Seattle there right now, Mac. So there you go.
My question is why is he not given bail? Was it that just like, because, for lack of a better term, we've seen people that eventually convicted of murder, get bail and stuff. So if there's a reason for it, that would be nice to come out. But
it could be that because he fled the scene.
Well, no, I
right?
understand.
You
It's just
abandoned
I
your
would
car.
like to know why Pilar is why it was, if they have the reason, because I don't. That's the first question: is why no bail? This bad thing happened. You hope he's all right mentally, physically. Obviously, no one was hurt, so that's a blessing. So, with that being said, why is there no bail?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fair question.
Right. So that's the thing that popped into my head, and I don't know if it's Like you can speculate on so many things, so I'm not going to do it. But
I will. I will speculate.
Terry Foster, ladies and gentlemen.
I wish we had a camera on Terry, but we do not have a.
He got mad at Mama.
Oh,
Something
now it's
happened.
Mama.
He did get mad at Mama, and Mama's like, okay, life is good. We don't want him locked up. We want the cash flow to continue. So I'm going to try to pour ice water on this situation. Let Richard go. Bring him home.
Right.
But,
you know,
when a guy does stuff like that, smashes cars, fights dogs, flees, usually Mama or another woman was involved in this thing. That's what ticked him off. I'm just saying.
No, that's a great, as far as the speculation, as far as that's the whole truth of what is the truth behind the story, because it could definitely, I could go that way with them coming out as either covering something or there wasn't. Like it said, broke into a
family member's
he
home.
attempted
to break into, the report says he attempted to break into somebody's home, and they called the police and said that a family member that does not live there was trying to break into their home. So whether he actually broke in or not, that hasn't really been
Let's get along like my family.
Clarified.
Sounds like a regular night at the McCarty home.
You know what, though? Like, I mean, let's be honest, though. If you were upset with a family member, you knock on their door, they don't answer. I mean, would you not kind of jiggle or kick the door a little bit to get in? It's family.
You know what I do? I go home and go to bed.
You
it's
would
1 in the
Terry
morning.
Foster,
Nah,
you would not.
I would, let me get myself together. I'm going to go home, go to bed, and if I wake up still pissed off, then I'll go over there. But I just want to diffuse the situation.
Now, burglary, domestic violence, falls under a Class B felony in Washington State. Carries a fine up to $20,000 and prison time up to 10 years.
Whoa.
And I doubt he's going to prison. He'll probably have to pay a fine. He's going to have to get suspended, of course, by Uncle Roger. He doesn't have a team right now, so this has got to hurt his pocketbook a little bit. But we all know Richard Sherman to be a pretty cool cat. Mac, I mean, as far as athletes go, well-spoken and, funny, in your face, that's him.
Right. He's one that I guess out of any of the athletes that people would know all around because of his sort of notoriety and different things with the Kaepernick ordeal. And so, I mean, that's, again, in carrying the name, it also carries, there's responsibility. So nothing surprises me coming out anymore because there's such a thing as the phone. So everybody gets everybody's got a video camera, so you better just be you.
So just recently, Richard Sherman was on Yahoo Sports and Yahoo Finance talking about the company he just recently invested, NeuroSense, which is an app that provides games and exercises to help mental health. They were talking about, I didn't.
He should have played his own game. He should have played his own game first.
Things you can do, exercises you can do, supplements, things like that. And one of the things that he said in that interview was, in his profession, it's hard to address those issues because it's so taboo for people to talk about it or address it. But it's something that needed to be talked about now. I honestly don't think that this is going to be anything other than he was mad. I don't think that this is going to be turned into any type of I think it's going to be.
Well, it's a little more than that. He hit a car, a police car. He left it on a highway.
Okay, I think we can probably assume, and I hate assuming, but let's just say we were going to assume, it would probably, you want to instantly think, okay, he hit a car, he drove it off the road and parked it, then abandoned it, and we're just assuming that was him. Just because it was registered to him doesn't mean he wasn't in the car with somebody else.
No, nothing smells like that. Run around 1:30 a.m.
I'm just saying.
And then 2 a.m. he's breaking in the house.
I'm just saying
can't be
his
him.
car is found, but it hasn't been confirmed that he was the one who was driving it. But I think we can just
could have been Al Cowlings.
We can assume that he was the one who was driving it.
Was it a white
but you can
Bronco?
also probably assume that there was alcohol involved.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's what it was.
When they went looking for him, it's because they had a blood search hit and run warrant for him before on the car, looking for the car, whoever it was.
Whoever it was that was on it. I mean, in the car.
So more will be coming out.
Hey,
a lot more will be coming out.
We got more football, but closer to home coming up next. We got the new sack leader, single-season sack leader, a guy that Terry covered back in the day.
Covered him. Last time I ran into him, as if he remembers, was at a bar downtown. He was a bouncer.
Ooh.
There was a line, and he let me through the line.
Guess what?
Which bar?
We'll tell you who it is.
Oh, nice.
We'll tell you who it is right after this break. On the Hook on Woodward Sports, live from Cherry Creek.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate.
I got you, Al. Hold on.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
We'd like to win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Then watch as we turn this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
Watch the Call Sam Chopper Shop on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network, live from Cherry Creek Golf Club in Shelby Township for the Detroit Sports Media Association Charity Golf Scramble, brought to you by our great friends over at Lady Jane's. Wicked Awesome Wishes, and, of course, Woodward Sports Network. I'm Pilar Lasser. We got DMac. We've got Tom Mazaway. We got Terry Foster joining us today. And also very special guest, Al Bubba Baker is in the house.
What's up, Bubba?
Welcome. Hey, is this Tom?
It is. Welcome in. You got Darren McCarty and Pilar Lastra and Terry Foster.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Doing great. What's up there, Bubba?
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I'm not so sure you guys, should be congratulating me. I guess I talked to somebody yesterday, and I mentioned the fact that I was crying. Now all my buddies are calling me from all around the country going, yeah, it's really representing us well.
Hey, it's only 43-year record. That's all.
Listen,
Right.
Bubba.
And Bubba, I had read on that report, though, when you had mentioned that you got teary-eyed, that you went outside to tell your wife, and the first thing she said was, "What's wrong?"
Yeah. Isn't that funny? We've been married 40 years, and we've got adult kids, and so typically, it's usually something like, James is this, or, Brittany is that. But this was one of those, I think the tears have to do more with, you have to move on. I mean, I've got adult kids, I've got grandkids and a great-grandkid. So about 20, 25 years ago, I let go of this thing. I let go. You know what I mean? If something stands that long and you get, your associates ask you, hey, how do you feel about that? At some point or another, you move on. And life, for example, COVID, life gives you something else to deal with. You ain't got time to sit around and be thinking about that.
Right.
Realistically, it was 43 years ago. So unless you dug a hole and put your head in it, you just move on. And so this truly came out of the blue. I mean, no one in my family even discusses it. It's I'm Papa, I'm Bubs, I'm my wife's husband, I'm a son-in-law. I mean, I'm just saying, this far removed, it really is a miracle. And by the way, guys, let's be honest. It seems like the NFL has always been kind of hard on the Lions in that regard. And, we always feel like we've been the stepchildren. Barry's been the last guy, and any kind of discussion of all-star performance or anything, I don't know what went on with the Fords and those guys way back then, but I just always felt like there was something going on there. And then all of a sudden, this comes out, makes a liar out of me and a crybaby all at once.
Hey, Al, let me fill everybody in what we're talking about. Al Bubba Baker joins us, of course, the sack king now. 1978 we go back to, his rookie year, where he was Defensive Rookie of the Year. He had 23 sacks that year, but guess what? The NFL wasn't counting them yet until 1982. So Pro Football Reference went back and tabulated all the sack records from 1962, when I was born, to 1982. And guess what? Bubba's got 23. Michael Strahan, 22.5. So congratulations to our own Al Bubba Baker from that Silver Rush. I love those uniforms. I wish they would use them again, Bubba.
Well, and Tom, what a great segue into you guys in the sports business know this, but I want to state the fact. All I really am is I'm the guy that we decided that, okay, we're going to put this honor on your hat. But the truth is, if there was no Doug England, Dave Purefoy, and John Woodcock, and a lot of the guys that were back up, they were all a part of it. You can't get around the tackle by yourself. Nobody's that good. Well, maybe one guy, Reggie White, because he would just literally pick up a guy and throw him on the quarterback. But, in those days when we could actually hit the quarterback for real, you had to be a part of almost like Floyd Peters and Floyd, by the way. Those are the guys who I'm representing in accepting this honor, because if for example, I was never fast enough. If a quarterback got out of the pocket going the other way, Dave Purefoy kept him in the pocket. When I came around the corner, it was Doug English and John Woodcock that pushed the center back that made the quarterback sit there long enough. And I have to make this admission. When I left Detroit, and I've said this 1,000 times to Doug, I just thought I was going to take my game and go to St. Louis and be just as dominant. And, it was all about me in my head. Well, you have to find another 7, 6 guys that are willing to sacrifice for the whole room. You know what I mean? And that just didn't happen. And that's no offense. And I'm not calling anybody out or anything. I'm just saying there was not 6 other guys that loved each other as much as we did in that room. We couldn't watch film together. We had more talent, ironically. Curtis Greer and David Galloway in St. Louis. And then it was up in Minnesota. It was Chris Dolman, a Hall of Famer, and Hank Thomas, who played for the Lions, and Al Noga, and Bill Gay again. But we never, ever had that Silver Rush type selfless play. And does that make sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
100%.
Yeah,
That's
we never could gel. We never, we were good on our own, but as a unit, we were underachievers with all that talent, and it was so frustrating, especially when I got up to Minnesota with Millard and Dolman. They were great players. Right. But as a unit, we should have made the Silver Rush look like babies, and we never reached. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I'm in a sense, I'm saying, well, I wish I had never left Detroit for the whole career of it. Who knows what we might have been able to do? But in your short sight, you don't know that. How many of us have taken a new job, got to the job, and went, "Oh man, I thought the last place sucked. This is worse."
Yeah.
So
what you got till it's gone.
Yeah, you know what, that old thing about crying over spilled. Here I am crying again over spilled milk now. I mean, I've just turned into a weenie, huh?
No, you're not, Al. We love you, man.
No.
But isn't that real, though? How many times have we done that or heard of another player leaving one organization to go get more money, which I didn't. The money wasn't there then. But it was my thinking. My thinking was, I'm just going to take my ball and go to St. Louis and do the same thing. And ironically, Floyd moved me to the left, and boy, was I sorry about that. Because that's a whole different ball game over there.
Absolutely. Hey, Bubba, take us back to yesterday. Like, how did you find out? Like, were you just going about your day, you get a phone call, or like, how does Bubba Baker's day to bring him to tears and have his wife of 40-some years worrying what's wrong with him coming out of the house? How was your day?
Yeah.
Like, what'd you have for breakfast? Was it a pretty normal day?
It was really kind of strange because we have a rule. Our phones, we set our phones to shut off and start winding down at 9 at night, and then, it goes right to voicemail, but they don't come back on until 10 the next day. And the rule is, let's not, before we work out, before we pray, before we meditate, before we thank God for getting us up, let's don't take on no calls, and certainly not our kids.
Pilar will get there.
No loan conversations that won't get paid back. But I was sitting on the, I was the one on the patio, and I was in meditation, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't know what happened because in the last maybe 5 years, I don't turn my phone on until after 10 o'clock. Never, no matter what. I don't look at it. And so something inside of me made me look at it, and then I saw a 310 area code. I knew that area code is in LA, and I'm working on a script now of a legal drama series, and I'm working with a group of producers. Something over the years that was in my head, and some artwork, some characters. I thought it was this guy named Luke Agron, and so I'm like, oh man, he must have signed the confidentiality agreement, and we've been all trying to connect and get that done before we can move forward with script writers. And I looked at it, and it was a guy named, I want to say his name was Dave Singer from LA, and he said, hey, last night this happened, and explained it, and I didn't really get it until I read it again, and then I don't know how, I just start crying.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of a happy cry. It was like, man, it's good to get that off my back. As I said, I wasn't thinking about it, so it caught me off guard, and I was overjoyed. Then the phone started ringing, and then the text started coming in from different media sources. And my wife and I looked at each other, we did a little crying ourselves, and then my daughter called, and my son called, and my brother called, and the people that are closest to me in my circle, and, they all kind of started conveying to me, you know what, man, I know you don't like to talk about this, but that was always a problem for me. And the only problem I had with the whole thing was that last sack in 2001 by Brett Favre laying down.
Michael, yeah.
Michael Strahan didn't need his help,
Right.
It just kind of tainted the whole thing that, being competitive and all.
Hey, it's karma. It's karma, Al.
And you said it the best
It's
when
karma.
you said you can share it and all the memories with the family, but your teammates and all that. So it must have been that's all the emotion that rushed in, because it's not so much about you carrying the record, but everybody else. And you're apparently get that across, and that's awesome.
Exactly.
Hey, Al, listen to this. Mike O'Hara he covered you for your whole career. Remember Mike O'Hara from the Detroit News, of course?
Are you kidding
The
me?
Moose? Yep. All right, here's what he wrote. Here's his tweet yesterday. When he got the news, this is what he wrote yesterday. Just saw a replay of the Brett Favre flopping in front of Michael Strahan to give Strahan the quote-unquote official one-season sack record of 22.5. Should be a rule for offensive indifference. Bubba Baker worked for all 23 of his in 1978. No gimmies there. And everyone agreed with the Moose. So you got Detroit behind you, man. Hey, this is a win for us.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
Big
you
win
said.
for us. Are you kidding me?
I did leave. I left out one, the most important part, and for the fans, and nothing cooler than my daughter's been getting an influx. She handles the social media from our company. She's been getting an influx of pictures, and from the old Silverdome days. And my wife said to me, it doesn't look like you're paying attention to it. I said, I'm looking at the hairstyles. I'm looking at the mullet in the stand.
Absolutely.
But you guys, you want to hear something even funnier?
I do.
The funniest part of all of this was I've never in my life, my mom, God bless her soul, she tell you, I've never in my life given up on anything or quit. But I went to speak to a group of kids one year. It was probably like 2005, and I went to speak to some kids, and the teacher said, "Hey, he read all this stuff," and then he called me up, and he said to one of the kids, "This is an honest to goodness truth what happened," and he said, "Al Bubba Baker," and and the kids kind of clapped like, yeah. And so the teacher, his name was Dave. I'll never forget him. And he said, "Hey, you kids, do you know who Al Bubba Baker is?" Something to that effect. And the kid goes, Yeah, my dad said he played last century.
Yeah, you played in the 19s. That's right.
You're as old as
Back
Matt.
in the 1900s, I say that. I say that all the time.
Everything that was on my mind from my career went out the window then because it had never been more true. And certainly the fact that there were no cell phones then.
Yeah.
How are they going to figure out who I am? How I talked to broadcasters yesterday that was like, yeah, I had to go back and look up your career. And I'm like, oh, thank you. It's real. That's the truth. So I am very, very pleased for the fans in Detroit, the guys that I play with. And, Floyd in pass rush, having John Woodcock up there with him.
Yep.
And Dave's up there, showing his fist going, yeah, you better have mentioned my name.
Hey, Bubba, Doug English wrote something on Twitter. He wrote, Bubba deserves to be in the NFL Hall of Fame. If his record would be weighted with at-bats, he would own the Hall of Fame! Exclamation point. So there's your boy, Doug English, giving you props.
Wow, and I've got goosebumps right now because I feel the same way about Doug. Doug is somebody that, if it was not for Doug, and this is not to slight on any other guy, see, I don't think you guys know about a couple of the things, but we had some tricks that Doug and I did, and two of them that we did was hand signals. And I recently talked to a guy who played down in Tampa, and he was under the impression, Doug Williams, he thought that he knew what our hand signals were because the previous game against Tampa, we had sacked them. I had 5 sacks, and the guy across from me, Dan Reedy, was looking at Doug send me these hand signals. What they didn't know was Doug came up with this idea to give them false signals, put the same 2 fingers out like a catcher, but we didn't run that game. And sure enough, we just confused the heck out of him. And Doug told me, he said, hey, man, tell me, did the 2 fingers mean a U game? I said, yeah, the first game, but not the second game.
Yeah. You're like a pitcher and a catcher, man. Got to change them up, man. Bubba Baker.
It was all Doug's idea. So, hey, guys, I thank you so much. This is really, it's an emotional time. Like I said, there's so many other people involved. But I think the guy that I would like to leave you with, the guy who deserves the most credit, and I think you guys have all read about this, is Floyd Peters, because Floyd changed my middle name from Albert to an expletive, a 4-letter word. I thought my middle name was a swear word. The way he drove me like a mule, I hated him for it. And years after my career, it took Doug to explain to me what Floyd told him with dementia. And Floyd said he treated me like he did because he saw something in me, and he thought it took a different strategy to get it out of me. And it's never been more true because I took it out on the quarterback because I hated Floyd so badly. As a young man, I was 20, and he rode me. But that was the way Floyd coached the 8 guys in that room. All 8 of us, he had a different strategy for us. So none of us were ever treated equal. We were never treated the same, but equal. And he expected you to get to the quarterback. No excuses. None whatsoever. You couldn't explain it. You either got there or you didn't. And if you didn't, he pulled you out of the game and told you to sit down and think about it. I don't care who you were.
There's always someone like that in our lives, Al. Do you still follow the Lions? Are you still rooting for them?
I am rooting for the Lions. I'm down here in the South. And it's so weird how, I'll see somebody and I'll have on my Lions T-shirt, and they'll say, you too? And we never say anything else except, I'll be like, yeah, me too. Yeah, I think that says it all, in that we're ride or die with the Lions, and mostly we've been dying, it's just the things that happen, you just find yourself scratching your head going, okay, I don't know what that was.
Hey, but we're winners today, Al. Thanks to you, we are winners today. Right. Al Bubba Baker, the new single-season sack record holder in the NFL with 23. Congratulations, Al.
Hey, guys, thanks for having me on.
Hey, it's our pleasure.
Thanks so much for joining us.
We'll get you again. Let us know when you're in town.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Lions. And continue the celebration, my friend. It's very much well-deserved.
See you, Bubba.
Thank you. All right, go Lions.
God bless, man.
God bless you guys, too.
Oh, man.
You can still hear the excitement in his voice. I mean, what would you be doing to celebrate? I would be on a month-long celebration. I'd probably be celebrating the rest of the year. I'd be celebrating until that record was broken.
That's good. He played for some bad teams. They had some good starts, but they never finished up good. And Monty Clark was the coach back then, and that Silver Dome was new back in those days. But that Silver Rush, and I just absolutely love. That's my favorite Lion uniform, and I wish that they would go back to that true Honolulu blue and silver look. One of these days, Mac.
One of these days.
One of these days.
Hey, when we deserve it. They start putting that team on the field that works and gets there. So
we're due. By the way, the Lions, as of next year, are allowed to change their uniform. So you're only allowed every certain amount of years.
They will?
I think they're going to tweak it.
You might get your wish.
I hope.
I feel like Sheila would say, hey, let's make changes.
Dump the gray.
Is the time
Dump the grays.
to do it.
Go back to your silver. Forget the gray. Go back to your roots. Let's go. Let's start it over again.
But I do feel like right now would be the time for them to make the change.
That would be perfect. Dan Campbell and the boys. Hey, less than 2 weeks away from training camp. We're ready. It's football.
I can't even wait.
Yeah.
I can't even wait. So, hey, guys, we love your comments. Keep hitting us up on our social media at Woodward Sports across the board. Guys, also, make sure that you are getting ready to type. What is our thing going to be today?
How about crypto golf?
Well, that's kind
brilliant.
of
Brilliant. Absolutely.
You got more in you. You got more in you.
No, how about Crypto Bubba?
There you go.
Crypto Bubba. There we go.
On any of our social medias.
Yeah,
type
I
in
like
Crypto
that.
Bubba.
Because up next is going to be time for us to get to our $25,000 kick for crypto qualifier. We need somebody to seriously represent the hook.
23rd of July. It's coming up.
Yes.
That's the finale.
Yes, I need a rocket leg in here.
I mean, somebody. Somebody. Don't forget, qualifiers get a free knife or a free headlamp courtesy of Coast. You get that.
Tammy, tell him how good that headlamp is. Tell him. Tammy will tell him right now how good that headlamp is.
Rogelio Castillo is here. We'll just give it to him.
Oh, right.
All right,
there you
Rogelio.
go. Actually, I want to see if Rogelio can kick.
Yeah.
If he can kick,
it looks like he can.
Then he's going to be our qualifier. You guys get ready for that promo. It's time. Go on ahead and start it. Oh, you got one.
Who you got?
Jeff Oosterhoff.
Jeff Oosterhoff?
Jeff Oosterhoff. Jeff, where does he go? Now what's he do?
He's got to give us his email.
Yeah, you got
YouTube or which one are you on?
I'm on YouTube.
On YouTube. All right. Jeff
send your email.
Send us your email.
There it is, Crypto Bubba. Nice call.
There you have it.
We have a winner.
Bubba,
and you get a
congratulations.
choice between the headlamp and the knife.
Yeah, from courtesy of Coast.
Yep. Yeah. All right, guys. Chris Collinsworth and Adam Schefter role play. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, what their talk should look like. Let us know your thoughts. We're going to show this to you when we come back. Nobody go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Would you like to win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time?
Then watch as we turn this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
Watch the Call Sam Chopper Shop on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, live, taking MyBookie Studios on the road. So we are live from Cherry Creek Golf Club in Shelby Township for the Detroit.
Shelby what?
Twip. We're hip. We're hip.
We're in Juicy and Alex's domain.
That's right. Hey, Alex, you've been doing one heck of a job producing.
Can you
the
see all the
show
kids
today.
walking across with the baggy shorts and the little striped shirts? Yeah,
you're a liar. You stop.
Are those Alex's boys?
Gang. It's his gang.
Those are Alex's additions.
Those are Alex's additions.
Alex, how'd you like just coming here like 5 minutes from your house?
It was great. I didn't, because I'm a big cheap ass and I don't like paying for gas. So knowing that I saved probably a lot of gas, not having to drive all the way to Birmingham and only have to drive about 5 minutes, it felt good.
We're happy for you.
And we're outside. That's pretty
See,
cool.
we're not giving you a day off ever. We're just going to give you less travel. There you go.
I'm okay
Stick
with that.
motivation.
You're doing a great job, man. Keep it up.
And I made all the graphics from my desk at home, so I had zero distractions. So
no help from Juicy?
No, Juicy was worthless.
Juicy's on our social today.
Actually, Juicy, I got to stick up for him. Him and Kennedy were actually standing on one of the holes.
Yeah, the $10,000 hole, I heard.
Yeah.
Did anybody win?
No.
Was it a hole in
I
one?
heard that they changed it from like hole in one to like land on the green, you get a free haircut.
Oh.
And I think a couple people
10
got
grand
it.
or a free haircut?
Well, it wasn't on the green. It was
or
in
both.
The
or
hole.
both.
Oh,
That's
no.
nice.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's nice.
Stick just said or both. So, well, that was nice. Is that how you got your hair did today?
No, I got it did before.
You look cute, Mac.
The girls, thank you. The girls braided it. They had the braids going. So
it looks great.
Got it done. Bethany actually.
That's my
braided
girl.
it, Gracie.
I got to learn to do braids. I mean, but this
so-
mop is so long.
Yeah,
I got to learn to do braids.
You could braid my hair, Pilar.
I could probably be better at braiding my own hair than braiding what
Well,
you
I
got
have nothing. It's
to work
impossible.
with.
I have nothing.
So, all right. So we've got our crypto winner, Maz. Let's go on ahead and kick things off with our sports update.
Okay, let me find my papers. Let's see. 1, 2. Is this it? Yeah, here we go.
There you go.
All right, brought to you by mybookie.ag. Don't forget, use that promo code Woodward. They'll match your first deposit halfway up to $1,000. You can bet on the NBA Finals tonight. It's Game 4 from Milwaukee. Suns leading the Bucks 2-1. Milwaukee won Game 3 on Sunday, and they're a 4.5-point favorite. They'll tip it up at 9. Keep it in the basketball family. Team USA trouncing Argentina last night. 108-80. KD and Bradley Beal 17 apiece. They get a rematch with the Aussies on Friday. I'm watching DMac stuff raised chips in his mouth. He reminds me of Kramer on Seinfeld. Tokyo game start on July the 23rd. The big story today, NFL free agent to be, 3-time Pro Bowler Richard Sherman, arrested for burglary, domestic violence this morning outside of Seattle. He was denied bail. He was supposedly breaking into a family member's home. Police were fighting with him. They sucked the dog on him, the canine, and he had to go to the hospital, got treated there. He is locked up in a correctional facility, not charged officially yet, till they take him to court on Thursday. His wife said he didn't hurt anyone. No one is hurt. Leave him alone. He had a bad time. He had a very bad time last night. We'll keep you up to date. Last night, the American League had a good time. They beat the National League 5-2, the 91st All-Star game from Colorado. 8 straight wins for the AL. 22-year-old Vladdy Guerrero Jr. bringing home the MVP, and boy, did he hit one out. You got that, Alex? Let's play it in Spanish. Yeah. Oh, the American. Okay, let's play it.
Or the English version.
That too.
Junior has doubled the lead. Say something to him on his way around.
Quédate parado un rato más.
Joe Buck on the call. Fernando Tatis was wired up, mic'd up, and you saw his expression on his face. It was a fun game to watch. I really enjoyed it. The American League, it goes to Shohei Ohtani. He gets the win. 1 inning of work for Shohei. 0 for 2 at the plate. And the AL now 23-1 since 97. They lead the series 46-43 with 2 ties. Tigers back at it on Friday. They host a doubleheader with the Twins at Comerica Park. And this one's for you, Mac. Former Red Wing great Sergei Fedorov named the new head coach of the Red Army.
CSKA.
Yes. Alias the Red Army. Let's go. Let's take you back to 1979. It's the White Sox and the Tigers at Comiskey. It's a doubleheader. And this DJ in Chicago, his name is Steve Dahl, he hated disco. So he came up with a plan. Anyone that brings a record album or a 45 to Comiskey will be let on the field after game 1, and we're going to blow up the records. Well, it didn't go very well, and of course it has its own name, Disco Demolition Night.
Disco sucks. Disco sucks. Disco sucks. The records that you brought tonight, we got them in a giant box, and we're going to blow them up real good. Red
just said, hey, let's do it.
Jimmy Pearsall back in the ballpark, and I'm sure glad, and I hope they don't let you people see what's going on here at Comiskey Park. One of the saddest sights I've ever seen in a ballpark in my life. This garbage of demolishing a record has turned into a fiasco.
Crowd, and the White Sox may have to forfeit the second game.
Watching the fans slide.
World. This is Belbeck. Please clear the park, or we'll have to call out the game and close the park.
Okay, I'll admit it. I actually liked disco, and still do. I listen to Studio 54 radio on Sirius. You guys disco haters?
Oh, I'm not a disco hater at all. I mean,
I'm not a hater.
I like Blondie.
Has its place.
Yeah, it has its place,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Thought it was-
obviously
thought it
it was.
was terrific.
not disco.
That's not disco?
No.
Well, shoot, maybe
Disco's,
I don't like disco.
I
Name
guess
somebody else that was disco.
It's more dance music oriented. Bee Gees, 1976.
Oh, Bee Gees.
Bee Gees from Saturday
Staying
Night
Alive.
Fever.
Staying alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that. That's disco.
Yeah,
Staying
so
alive.
yeah. Okay, so maybe I thought Blondie was more disco.
Well, she might have had a disco hit or two in there.
I felt like it was disco, but I mean, look, I wasn't around in that era, so I'm not.
Yeah. She kind of switched genres a couple of times.
That's
she was
disco?
terrific.
No.
Oh.
That's Blondie.
Oh.
That's pop.
That was pop.
That was Blondie.
Maybe I felt like she had some songs that were disco-ish. Like, obviously, it was before my time.
Disco Duck was the worst song ever. Rick Dees actually took it to #1 on the pop charts, which was unbelievable.
So what means it was so bad?
It was so bad. It was the worst song. I think that ended disco, actually. Disco Duck.
But it got went to #1.
It got him to #1.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I got for you.
You know, I used to work at a bar called Polyesters in San Antonio. It
That
was
sounds
3
disco.
levels. Yeah, it was. There was like the first floor was like 70s, then it was 80s,
Oh,
and
how
then
cool.
90s. Yeah, and so whatever level we were working in that night is how we had to dress. So I had a lot of
I love that.
70s disco type outfits.
Bell bottoms.
Yeah.
Big germs.
Yeah, big shoes.
My last gig in New York was at a
Pocket
Mexican.
full of Coke.
My last gig was a Mexican restaurant, and I was a bar manager. At night, it became a huge bar. And we had these 10 big screens around the restaurant. They would all have music videos on them because music videos were big back then. And we had the shot girls walking around with the holster.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
had the shot glasses, and they'd pour the shot right down. Did you do that?
That was a wild.
Hell yeah.
No, I wasn't.
I
part-
always used to disarm. Take them
Disarm. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Oh, Pilar,
That is amazing.
Pilar, you should hear some of the
I
stories.
could see you.
If you hear some
Hey
of the
there,
stories
darling,
about my drinking
let me
days,
disarm
yeah,
you.
I will disarm you of that Cuervo. On
No,
delay.
I never worked at a place like that would give shots like that.
Okay.
But I mean, it sounds fun. Or like when they would put the shots and squirt them in the water guns. That always sounded like
That's
fun
that.
too. But
No,
it just
dude,
looks like
that's
messy.
at
Could
the.
you
No, wait.
imagine?
Have you ever been to the Japanese steakhouse? They'll do that with the sake.
Yeah, that's cute.
Trust me, dude. Like seriously, because I can chug
But they
sake.
put it in the.
They put it in the squirter, and
Yeah,
the guy will stand
in
over
the
here and go.
ketchup squirter.
Yeah, that's the
I
best.
haven't seen them squirt it from like across the table.
Oh,
or
you should have been at
anything.
my 43rd birthday party. I don't remember it, but
Maybe that's what my husband should do to make up for my 40th birthday. He never threw.
Really? How's his back rubber, his foot massage?
You know what? Like I said, he never
I
threw
just
me a 40th birthday
now
party.
now you're truly married. You're marking off do's and don'ts. And you're comparing.
Oh my
Still no
goodness.
back massage. Maybe by the time we have a victor in the World Cup, when's that? 4 years? When's those stones getting
Yes.
yet?
Yeah, he'll
Get those
get
stones
his
in yet?
Dumb stones.
Did you get those stones
He'll
in yet?
get his stones.
Come on,
Yes, they've
Tone.
already come in.
Okay,
Remember, I
well,
told you I was going to do it on.
I know
on,
you were.
Sunday,
Come on,
but
Tone.
he wanted to
Come on,
watch the
Tone.
show.
Do it for all
so-
of us. It's a big victory for us. You got to make her, and you got to like at least sign off that she did it. I want to
there you
sign
go.
off. You can't
I'm
come
gonna
in here.
need a
I
letter
know you
saying
know
that-
well enough now. You bet. Right. I'm not gonna. And you know what?
have to
I know your
sign something.
forgery.
All right. Darren, just joining us on Facebook. Welcome. He's wanting to know where we are. It doesn't look like the studio. Yeah, we are outdoors, my friend. We took my bookie studio on the road. We're at Cherry Creek Golf Club in Shelby Township for the Detroit Sports Media Association.
Down Twip.
Charity Golf Scramble brought to you by our great friends at Lady Jane's, Wicked Awesome Wishes, and Woodward Sports Network. So we've been having a lot of fun out here all day. All shows have been broadcasting from here. It's fun to be able to get back outside, huh, guys? Hey, today was the first day that they did the drawings for the lottery. Cool. Michigan had the...
Did you win?
What lottery?
The lottery for the vaccine.
Oh, we do it too now? Ohio started that.
Yeah.
I know it's gone to some different states. I didn't realize Michigan was doing it.
Today was the first day. 4 winners won $50,000.
Nice.
I think it's, 50 prizes? Alex just said to get vaccinated. Yes.
Get your mic,
so
young man.
Vaccinated
son. Come on, son.
And have had at least one vaccine, you can enter to be part of this lottery. You just go and fill in your information if you've been vaccinated or getting vaccinated between now and August 3rd. August 3rd is the last day. So if you've been vaccinated, friends, make sure that you have gotten in on the lottery. Go register to be part of it because it started and 4 people today won $50,000.
There you go, Alex. There's
this
your
is
chance.
news to me.
News to me as well.
Yeah.
We don't watch the news, obviously.
No.
Clearly. Well, it pops up all over my Free Press stuff, the Detroit Free Press, though. Yep, they're giving away scholarships for the younger Michiganders. So, and then they're also doing one big lottery for somebody that's going to win $1 million prize, and somebody else is going to win a $2 million prize. So all that has started today and goes through August 3rd. So if you're vaccinated, make sure that you are getting in on all that, my friends. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break, but coming up next, let's talk a little bit of Aaron Rodgers and what Chris Collinsworth and Adam Schefter had to say about this in their role play. Nobody go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Welcome back to The Hook on
Relax,
Woodward
Alex.
Sports Network.
Your dad knows what he's doing. Listen, he's out in public. He finally gets the 1s and 2s back in his hands. This is the bread and butter.
Why are you waiting to unmute the mics when I'm telling you guys
he
when
wants
the commercial's over?
Exactly.
Because he's waiting to tell Pilar he's going to play the music, and then he's going to go to Pilar, and he's going to go,
So,
you go,
all right.
and
So
pop
just
it
so
on. Are you guys
everybody-
not pay attention
just
to this?
so everybody
you just
knows
ruined his Christmas, man.
What
This is like his
going
Christmas.
on? No, what is going on here on,
I tried,
on
Miles.
The Hook
Jesus. Go to
on
your room.
Woodward Sports Network as we are live.
I can actually, if you want me to.
No.
I can drive home right now.
Nope.
I'm really close.
Nope. Ooh, listen to him get
Give me your phone.
with his father. As
Save
we've
her for
taken
the dinner
MyBookie
table.
Studios on the road, we're live from Cherry Creek
Eat
Golf
your
Club
Brussels sprouts.
in Shelby Township for
No.
the Detroit Sports Media Association Charity Golf Scramble. So Alex, who is doing a phenomenal job, basically, you're kind of blind producing the show today. Alex, you are doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
I would say you don't have any headphones, so you don't know
doing great, man.
what is going on. So Alex, but we can't see what's going on.
Average,
That's
very
the
average.
thing.
And we
So
can't hear the sound
the
that we're
sound,
playing either.
right.
So we don't even know if they're even on the air. So let us know.
Oh, we're on the air.
We're on the air, but
air.
we don't see videos playing. We don't hear videos playing. So there's a lot of silent communication going on between our producer, Alex, and us. So, but Alex can't hear, and he should just know that Tom Mazaway is obsessed with sound effects and music. So Alex is like, okay, Pilar, start. And then I start, and then I got Tom Mazaway with his
I'm saying don't go.
hand in my face, basically, telling me to stop, wait. And
You just can't wait to go. Wait till the freaking
no,
music
but
plays.
I have the producer.
He should be
telling
pointing
me,
at me, not you guys.
Right, I have the producer
She's
telling
bringing
me
us
to
back
go.
from the break.
That's fine.
Listen, guys, and that is our internal meeting of the day that we like
Gotta
to
have at
share
least
with
one
you
per
guys.
show.
Hey.
One per show. That's it.
We're here for a good reason. We're here for a great charity event that Detroit Sports Media puts on, and of course, Lady Jane's a part of it. wicked awesome wishes as well. And Chad, our guy, Chad Johnson, the proprietor, of course, of Lady Jane's, the main man here at Woodward Sports, handed a $15,000 check to Cameron Spears today. So that kid gets to follow his dreams and
amazing.
and take it from there and do what he wants to do with that. But that's why we're here. Detroit Sports Media is here as well. They're giving out, of course, their scholarship as well. So it's all good. By the way, there's some silent auction items inside, and I don't know when it closes, but these SOBs earlier today, Joey, Stick, and Adam, put my name on a Tom Brady freaking picture. And they I don't know, they put me up for $300 or something like that. I'm going to own this freaking Tom Brady thing unless someone outbids me. And I got to find out. Stick just went in to find out where I'm at on the list. If I win that damn thing, I'm the top bid.
I hope that they just went over a bit.
And they wrote, I love Brady next to my name.
That's amazing.
And you should see some of the stuff that's in there. Mac, there's a Lance Parrish bat.
Oh, my goodness.
The big wheel,
Stick
it says.
is bringing out,
I
believe, what you now own.
I don't.
Did he win it?
Oh, Mama.
Oh, my gosh. But hold it.
Come on over here.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is it signed?
Just cover me up.
Oh, the only thing that could be better is if it was signed.
Look
little
at
higher.
that.
So
little
it's a
higher
silent
stick.
auction. You just write your name, and somebody wrote Tom Nazaway's name in. I don't know how it happened.
I wonder how it happened.
Tom Nazaway did it, I bet.
Thanks, Stick. So I'll let you guys know if I win that piece of crap.
Tom Nazaway, stop lying. Stop lying. Stop making it seem like you hate him. You know that deep down inside, you were the one who went there and put your name in it.
Not at all.
You want it. You want
dope
to take
picture.
it home.
Not at all.
You can give
What'd
it
you
to.
There's been bugs that have been biting me every second.
You got your little spray?
I did. I put them on my ankles, but I didn't put them on my arms.
The hell off my head.
Yep. I didn't want you to get bit either.
As if
Thank
you
you,
win
honey.
the picture, you can give it to someone you sell a car to.
I'll give it to you.
Oh.
You could have it.
You
You don't want it? All right. I'll give it to Pilar.
Okay.
She can give it to her husband.
You know you want it. Oh, my stepson would love that. He
Fine.
loves
If
Tom
I win it,
Brady.
you can have it.
You know you want it. You know it's going to go in your
It's
above
not.
your mantle.
I promise you it's not.
It's going to go above your mantle. You know it. All right, guys. So let's
I'd put
get to
Aaron
some more
Rodgers above. I'd put Aaron Rodgers on my mantle, but not Tom Brady.
Let's get to this Aaron Rodgers clip from today. Get your thoughts. Make sure that you guys are hitting us up on social media at Woodward Sports.
It's Chris Collinsworth and Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter was a guest on Chris Collinsworth's podcast, and they did a role play on how Aaron Rodgers and the Packers' next couple of weeks is going to go. And if you're a Packers fan, you're not going to like this. But these guys kind of dig down deep, and I kind of think they know what they're talking about. Give it a listen.
I think Aaron Rodgers has been passive-aggressive about this whole thing. If he wants out of there, which I think he does, I think he's got to get some mud on his hands. And I think he's got to come out and say something to this effect. I love my coaches. I love my teammates. They're incredibly important. I love the fans. And I loved playing in Green Bay. But that time for me is over. I'm moving on in my life. I'm getting married. And I am not going to be returning to Green Bay as much as that organization and those people have meant to me.
Okay, and then here's my press conference if I'm Mark Murphy or Brian Gutekunst. Aaron Rodgers has been a fantastic player for us. He's won us a Super Bowl. We love him here in Green Bay. We will always love him, and we wish him well in his retirement. Goodbye. Now,
Okay. Now Aaron Rodgers comes out and says, okay, that's even, trade me. I want to be traded.
No, we're not trading.
Okay.
You're playing for the Green Bay Packers. You're playing for nobody. You're under
No
contract.
problem, Mr. Murphy. I'm gonna go host Jeopardy. Thank you for squatting on me and not getting back 3 first-round draft picks and various players to help your own team.
We signed you to a long-term contract. You knew what you were signing. We knew what you were signing. We want you to play here. We don't want to play against you. If you choose to retire, that's your choice.
Because you want to show me who's boss. You're not going to improve the Green Bay Packers because you want to wish me luck in retirement. Okay, good luck with that, Mr. Murphy, as your team is flailing behind Jordan Love playing quarterback.
And we're back.
All right, guys, so there you have it. That was Chris Collinsworth and Adam Schefter as they role play Aaron Rodgers and Packers talks. So the first thing that I love what Adam Scheffner said that was very right. Aaron Rodgers has got to get some mud on his hands over this. And he's right. He's been very passive-aggressive about the whole thing. And you know what? Look, just get some mud on your hands, get dirty, and like they said, just say thank you for these wonderful years here. Thank you for the accomplishments I've had here. I'm not happy. I'm moving on. There you go.
Well, he kind of said that, but he's not saying it out front.
But he's not saying, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Just say
we don't know what he's saying.
On.
We don't know what he's saying behind the scenes. Neither do they. They're guessing.
But we know what. Of course, everybody's guessing, right?
And Chris Collinsworth is playing his hand as the Packers GM and president. And he's like, all right, you don't want to play for us? Well, enjoy your retirement.
Right,
Have
and
fun,
that would
pal.
be if I owned an organization, if I was managing any organization, but if I was the owner of any organization, I found out a player was absolutely this kind of unhappy to be playing for my team, I'd say go, because what I don't need is we're weeks into starting training camp and the decision about what's going on with our quarterback is still unknown. I don't even want to go into our draft without knowing what is going to happen with our quarterback situation. Not our quarterback situation.
All right, Max, so you're a fan of the Packers, all right? You're a fan of the Packers. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to play for you anymore.
You got to do what's best for your organization.
Wait a minute. You're a fan.
Oh, I'm a fan or I'm the organization?
You're a fan of the Packers, okay? And Aaron Rodgers is doing what he's doing. And the Packers are going to stand by and say, well, we're not trading you. So if you want to sit, sit. Are you okay with that?
Well, if he sits, but am I okay with what
Are
side
you okay with
fan?
the Packers standing back, not getting anything for him?
Trade him. No, I'm not.
You don't want him going to play for somebody? You want him to go play for somebody else?
I don't care because I've got to worry about my team and any asset other than Devontae Adams, and he's a wide receiver, not Aaron Rodgers' quarterback, is that I would trade him because I will make it up to at least I see Mike Murphy and the GMs and stuff. And what is it, Brian Gustenheimer? Gutenkais, right?
Yeah.
Like it's definitely personal between those. It's the three amigos going at it, right? But if it's gets to a point that you're going to have him back and it's going to be a detriment, go out and get him now. Like trade him. I trade him and move on. Jordan Love's not your answer, and you're going to make me as a fan suffer like the Detroit Lions do down the road for years because you're inadequacy because it's one person. This is bigger than that. And we're Green Bay, right? We're Green Bay. This is about tradition and Lombardi, and it's about the cheese that's sold down the way. It's about, and this isn't our tradition. So get somebody in here that wants to be here.
Well, we're going to find out here because it's going to get uglier as the weeks get on.
But to Pilar's point and to Schefter's point is that Rodgers doesn't need to get his hands dirty now. He's playing chicken. He's playing chicken to make them make that move because at the end of the day, he might retire or do whatever else. But I think that what in response to Chris Collinsworth as Adam Schefter being that camp is you're going to make the organization suffer. You can't do that. That's the fandom.
Now I know that as of July 1st, and we're halfway into July, there was talks about making Devontae Adams the highest paid wide receiver in the league at some point. He's up for his contract extension, so there's a lot of contract talk for him right now. Just a couple hours ago, there was a post showing him with his new Lamborghini SUV. So maybe, I don't know if it's been confirmed if his contract is...
Well, he could afford it prior to new contract.
But you're not going around flashing a brand new Lamborghini SUV.
Good point.
You know what I mean?
But I don't know if he signs without Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
he already
if
said
they're going to make him... Right, but if as of July 1st,
but you see how it rocks the apple cart to everybody else, so it's going to be more of a hindrance because then they're not going to get them to so at least if you commit and get something in return and somebody feasible that can get Devontae, then it might change his mind.
Or, if they make you the highest paid wide receiver in the league, do you care where you're playing at that point? Or
yeah, I care that if I'm not getting the ball and whatever like this, if it hinders me, he's got that's a great combination right there. So who knows?
Yeah.
Wait and see.
Yeah, there's a lot to that. But I would just like to see it be done and over with already.
Hey, by the way, inside here, we're outside of the clubhouse, but inside, Detroit Sports Media and their president, our good friend Jennifer Hammond, just presented the Ty Tyson Excellence in Broadcasting Award posthumously to our friend Jamie Samuelson, his wife, Christy McDonald, accepting on his behalf. It's beautiful. It's on Twitter. Follow Detroit Sports Media Association. Of course, follow Woodward Sports as well, and Tom Mazaway, Pilar Lasser, real Pilar Lasser, and Darren McCarty. What number?
4.
4, that's right. What's that for?
Cups.
4 cups. Follow Alex at Real Alex. No, what's your thing?
Alex has got it. I hope you have like a really awesome.
What's your handle?
On Twitter, it's actually really complicated. It's @almay_99.
Why'd you do that?
Follow Almay_99.
Al is Alex, May, my last name, Mayer, _99. That's my favorite number, my birth year. I use it for a lot
Wayne
of things.
Gretzky's number.
And Wayne Gretzky's number. He's pretty cool, too.
So, congratulations. Our good friend Jamie Samuelson, gone way, 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 way too soon. And Christy McDonald accepting the Ty Tyson Excellence in Broadcasting Award from our good friend Jennifer Hammond. Just inside those doors where I'm probably going to win a Tom Brady picture that I don't want to win.
We're all excited.
I do not.
We're all excited to see that happen.
So that's good stuff happening, folks.
All right. This is going to be a little bit of fun that we're going to start having here. Not that we're not having fun, but we always have fun. But let's have some fun here on the hook. What kind of a lineup would you build to be a dream lineup? But we're going to give you certain players, and we're going to give you a certain budget. It's still going to be pretty darn good, but you're going to want to play. Nobody go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. We are live from Cherry Creek Golf Club in Shelby Township for the Detroit Sports Media Association Charity Golf Scramble, brought to you by our good friends at Lady Jane's, Wicked Awesome Wishes, and Woodward Sports Network. And it is just so great to be out and about in public, having a great time. Pete came out to say hi to us.
Gotta love Pete and Rose.
Shout out Pete. Left Rose at home.
Yes, he left Rose at home. But Pete was here, so if you guys are in the area, come by and say hi. We always love to see you guys. All right. So we're going to put up a graphic, and you're going to get to build your dream NFL lineup. All right. You're going to pick a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, another wide receiver, and a tight end. And each player is worth a certain amount of dollars, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1, and you've got $15 to build your lineup. Alex, let's go ahead and put up that graphic. It's up? Okay.
At SOG_sports and at NFL_stats. They're the ones that made this up. I stole it from them, so I want to give them credit. It's really fun, and let's get rolling.
You're borrowing it. You're borrowing it.
I'm borrowing it.
You gave him credit. You're borrowing.
I'm definitely
I just
borrowing
wanted to let people know the difference between Tom Masway and Richard Sherman.
Thanks,
Not
buddy.
stealing nothing.
Yes, we haven't heard anything, updates on that, by the way. We'll keep you posted. Richard Sherman is not on this board, by the way.
Okay. Would you like me to start?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's start by telling everybody the quarterbacks that you could choose from and their price. I'll do that.
You tell
Do you have it up on
Yeah,
your
I do.
screen? Okay, since you have it up on your
quarterback
screen.
number one.
Oh, that them all pick. Okay.
These are 5 quarterbacks. You get to pick one. Tom Brady's $5. Joe Montana is $4. Peyton Manning is $3. Drew Brees cost you $2. Dan Marino cost you $1.
I am going to start, and my favorite player of all time in the NFL is the $3 man, Peyton Manning.
Okay, so write your $3 down.
I got it.
Darren's got his 3. Pilar, who you taking as your QB?
Okay, so I have got my QB is Drew Brees.
Okay, you're spending $2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Joe Montana. I'm spending $4.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
next up, our running back choices. The great Barry Sanders is going to cost you $5. Jim Brown, the great, the man who played till 29 years old, $4. Walter Payton, $3. Emmitt Smith, the all-time leading rusher, $2. And LaDainian Tomlinson, LT, Hall of Famer. You can get him for $1. Well, Mac, who's your running back?
I'm going to throw a toonie at this one and go, how about them Cowboys? Take on Emmitt. Take on Emmitt Smith.
All right. All right. Pilar, you're up. Who's your run back?
All right, so I want everybody to know I did this a total of 3 times.
Me too.
4 times, actually. 4 times before I came up with my winner.
Once.
I know you did. So I did it 1 time with just my heart, right? Oh, let me just throw them out. And then I started doing them by statistics and then budget. And then eventually I came up with the winner. But I want people to know that the very first choice that I had done at running back, I said, it's got to be Barry Sanders. But it was not at the end. That was not my final choice. I ended up going with Emmitt Smith.
Nice, good $2.
Hey, my first pick was $23 I spent. That was my first. Now I had got
with
down.
Tom Brady.
No, not Tom Brady. I had Montana, Sanders, Rice, Calvin, and Tony Gonzalez. That was my $23 lineup. But now I had to back it down. And I will take my favorite. I love Emmitt Smith. I would have picked him probably anyway. Emmitt Smith is my choice.
That's we all took Emmitt.
Yep,
So after 2, I spent $5.
Okay.
And you spent what, player?
After
2 players, you spent the quarterback.
I have spent $4.
Yep, and I have spent $6.
Okay, so now we have
wide receivers are coming up. Here we go. For $5, you could have Jerry Rice. For $4, you could have Randy Moss. $3 gets you T.O., Terrell Owens. The great Chris Carter, all he does is catch what, Mac? Touchdowns. All he does is catch touchdowns. That was a boomer.
True, yeah.
That was a Boomer Berman.
All he
and for
does is
$1, you get old Donnie Hudson from the pack.
Wait, Paul on Facebook wants to know, is there a luxury tax if we go over?
Yeah, absolutely. Maz, that's why I had to throw away that $23.
That's right. All right, Mac, you're up.
I went with the best receiver of all time, Jerry Rice.
Okay.
There's my $5 holler. My $5 holler.
$5 holler. So I did the exact same thing.
Oh, for God's sake.
did. Well, I mean, you can't. He's holds the records. I mean, you've got to.
He's got Velcro for
somewhere.
hands.
You've got.
I thought you guys
to
for
do
sure
this.
would take Randy Moss and T.O. I got Montana. I have to take Rice. I have to.
Okay, so you went with Rice.
I got Rice, but I figured you guys would take Raw.
I had to take Rice.
Okay.
I got to go build my squad.
My first one, I went with T.O. just to try and make budget, but T.O.
who cares about that? What you went with Rice?
Rice.
Okay, who's the next?
So I have $11 spent so far. So I have 10. I've got $4 to spend on 2 players.
I got 5 left for 2. How many?
I got 9.
Okay, so you got 6 for 2.
Here we go. The next wide receivers are Larry Fitzgerald for 5, Megatron Calvin for 4, Julio Jones for 3, Antonio Brown for 2, and DeAndre Hopkins for $1.
Well, just out of the rare circumstance that I might be out of cannabis, I got to draft Megatron because he's got his own cannabis brand, and I know he's going to be healthier. So I'm taking a $4 Megatron.
All right. Pilar?
I went with Fitzgerald.
Fitzy.
All right.
Fitzy,
So
I
you went with
$5.
high money on
I
wide
did.
receivers.
I did.
I've got DeAndre Hopkins, who was a bargain for $1. He's still moving up. He's going to pass them all, but it's all said and done.
Well, now, so then that was the thing, though, because then you could have said that with Barry Sanders if he would have stayed longer in the game.
Well, all of them are retired.
Who's got
Maz lives in
Hopkins
Ifter
all
Woods.
retired. All the running backs have been retired.
No, yeah, but I understand. But you can't say that. Like Hopkins.
I'm taking Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Hey,
it's what have you done up to me now?
You take your Fitzgerald. I'll take
I know.
Hopkins.
I get that.
Okay, last one. Here we go. Tony Gonzalez, tight end, $5. Gronk, $4. Gates. Excuse me. $3 for Antonio Gates out of Detroit. Shannon Sharp, Big Mouth, $2. And Mr. Witten for $1.
I got Witten for $1.
Witten for $1.
I went Witten for $1.
I got Big Mouth, Shannon Sharp for $2. and I still got $1 left over. I only spent 14.
Well,
that's
you don't get
your
any.
problem.
Yeah, you don't get any.
So
actually, though,
Here,
okay.
I was just gonna say. So, who do you think? Whose team do you guys out there like the best? And I will read this slow. Who's on the social?
I have the best team.
Oh, you
Alex.
have.
Let's hear yours.
Oh, Alex said, "Don't you guys?"
Drew Brees, Barry Sanders, Randy Moss, DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio Gates.
Those are really good team. I like that team.
Yeah.
I like the way you
Look,
went
I
off
mean,
the
these
board.
are all incredible athletes. I mean, to have a team of any of them would be
Ron Cracchiola. There he is.
Number one Lions fan. There he
Number
is.
one. He's retired now, too. He's, getting ready. 2 weeks from training camp. 2 weeks from training
Look at
camp.
all these stars and celebrities here around us.
right.
So my team's Peyton Manning, Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice, Calvin Johnson, and Jason Witten.
All right, so, I went and I told you guys I did this a total of 4 different times before I ended up with my dream team for $15 of Drew Brees, Emmitt Smith, Rice, Fitzgerald, and Witten. So out of this, who do you think was the leader in rushing yards for running backs?
What do you mean?
Out of these players on here that we could have,
Emmitt Smith was the leader.
Smith. Yep, it was Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton. Who do you think is next in line that was not even on this list?
Frank Gore.
Yep, Frank Gore, third. Then Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson, Curtis Martin, and LT. So those are your top 7. All right, moving on to wide receivers.
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. That's what I said. But it was Jerry Rice. It wasn't a small amount. It was literally 22,895 yards, and then the next one is 17,492 yards, and then after that it's 15,000, 15,000, 15,000. So it's quite a jump between Jerry Rice and the next guy, which was Larry Fitzgerald. So Jerry Rice also had the most amount of touchdowns. That's why you had to spend big money on Jerry Rice. If you were to look at this and say, okay, I'm going to build around one player, you got to drop the money on Jerry Rice and build around that.
Well, Randy Moss is phenomenal. No one will take anything away from that guy.
He was
And
second.
Terrell Owens is amazing. I mean,
Yep.
you can't lose. Chris Carter.
Yeah, I know.
He's a freak.
Right? Larry Fitzgerald had the next in line, number 2 for receiving yards, but 121 touchdowns. But I also feel that now he's being used for the last several years as more of a blocker. Randy Moss or T.O. was third, 15,934 yards, 153 touchdowns. Randy Moss was fourth, 15,292 touchdowns, yards with 156 touchdowns. So those are your leaders.
If you guys want to see this, you can go to Twitter. It's at NFL Stats, NFL_stats, or you can just go to us at Woodward. We'll tweet it out for you. At Tom Mazaway, I've tweeted out. We all on it. Let's get your list. Send it to us.
Yep, it's a lot of fun. Paul's got Hopkins. He says Hopkins on a budget right now, good quality. Absolutely. Charlie's got Marino, Barry, Moss, Hopkins, and Gronk.
Marino's $1. Jesus, that's pretty damn good.
I know, but it's almost like, what are you going for? Are you going for the records? Are you going for, Super Bowls? Who can get you the most Super Bowls?
Who
has
could win
the
a
most
game?
Super
I think.
Bowls? I feel
Who
like
could win a game?
that's what a
One
Lions
game.
fan says.
Who could win? No. Who could win one Super Bowl? One
Who
championship
can win one
game?
Super Bowl? He's
one
in a game. I mean, that's all we want as a Lions fan. We just want
Defense
to win
is going to be
one
even, because there's
game.
no defense to pick here. So I'm just picking offensive
a lot of
only.
people would look at this and say Tom Brady for 5 because I feel like he's the shiniest guy right now with all that bling.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
not me.
He's expensive. But you've got Drew Brees who's got more records than him right now, and Peyton Manning the same.
But Brady's going to play till he breaks all the records, no
I
matter what he
know.
tells anybody. That's why he's playing.
Well,
he will if you
he's close.
hang that
Drew Brees.
under your bed. The pitcher you're going to win of them.
Yeah, right. I mean, look, as far as yards, Drew Brees holds the record with 80,353 yards. Tom Brady's got 79,204 yards. So he's going to break it next year, right?
He's going to have all the records.
Tom Brady's got the most touchdowns with 581.
He's also played the most years out of all these quarterbacks.
Drew Brees had 571 touchdowns. Peyton Manning, 539 touchdowns. So he's going to next season he's going to break Drew Brees' record.
So I thought that was pretty fun to look at.
It is fun. But it's also
this
fun
is what people come up with in July. In the middle of July, this is what you come up with. I mean, today is usually the worst day in sports. The day after the All-Star game for baseball is always nothing is played the day after baseball. But since COVID pushed NHL and NBA back, we're blessed. We get the NBA Finals game number 4 tonight that no one's even talking about, the Bucks and the Suns. I've got a winner for you coming up later on. Guaranteed.
No, you don't. I have a winner.
I got the winner.
You don't have the winner.
I'm going to go first.
I looked at your winner.
Okay.
And your winner's a loser.
Okay.
Anytime this guy here says he's got a guarantee, it's no bueno.
Oh, yeah. Look at the records.
It is no bueno. I just remember that time that I bet my house and I was homeless.
Listen, Matt's betting with no house. I own this house.
All right, guys. Hey, what's going on with the poor Stanley Cup?
Stanley Cup, and we got to get to the Open Championship.
And we got to get to the British Open. So
it's all Mac coming up.
There's so much more show here left. So nobody go anywhere. Tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Oh, I get the draft. All right,
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Am I still shrinking?
Taking My Bookie Studios on the road as we are live from Cherry Creek Golf Club in Shelby Township for the Detroit Sports Media Association Charity Golf Scramble, brought to you by our good friends at Lady Jane's, Wicked Awesome Wishes, and Woodward Sports Network. All right, let's talk about this poor Stanley Cup. And this happens to it,
This is the most damaged, I think. No,
you did the most damaged. Listen,
no, it got decapitated once, didn't it?
Well, yeah, in '93,
the Rangers decapitated it.
Yes.
Did it get decapitated?
Yes, decapitated.
This actually got me to look at it twice.
It looks
if you
bad.
have that picture, Alex, up there, the bottom of it isn't supposed to be flat. You see where the bottom of it...
Flat Stanley.
Flat Stanley. So
I feel like they're making it more of a funnel to drink out of, easier to drink out of.
But honestly, it's sterling silver. And now the only good thing is they can solder it out, I'm sure. So it's something to look forward to. But reminds me of in 2008 when we were at Chelly's and Brett Lebda dropped it and dinged it at Chelly's. So
was that the first year?
That was, what do you mean?
What year was that?
08. That's the only time it was ever dropped.
Okay.
The only other time, the great story is we're at the post bar after taking the team picture 97. So this is before the accident, day before, 2 days before, and the post bar is just slam packed, and there's no windows in the post, and it's probably 300 people in a 100 person place. And the cup was going all around, drinking, party, and everything like this. Everybody's a part of it, is all together. Then all of a sudden, Joey Kosher, who won the cup with the Rangers, has a Stanley Cup ring on, and it fell off. And he goes, "Oh, I don't have my ring." Immediately, everything stops, lights come on, everybody's looking. Somebody goes, "I found it, Joey." Gives it back to him. Boom, lights off, music's on, and that's
Sweet.
That's probably my favorite story that you've told.
Yeah, so I always loved that one. You know what it is like. It's got a base on it too, right? So it's got this sterling silver, but the base is beat the crap, and it's a black base, and it doesn't sit really flat or anything like that. So that's usually that takes the brunt of it. I haven't seen it like that. That's
bad. Now is Phil Pritchard going to get canned? The keeper of the cup?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? I don't know the freaking rules.
Well, you know him. You've hung with him.
So do you know?
I'm not yelling, Dan. I'm just asking.
No, but you're asking. But I don't know.
Okay.
Why I gotta
Say,
get
I don't
upset
know,
because you
Maz.
asked me a fucking question that I'm supposed like.
Okay,
you
how am I
asked-
supposed to know? Feed you questions you know?
What, Maz, how would I know if the keeper of the... Yeah, he's fired, dude. You know what? They black... Didn't you see? It was worse than the squirt gun lady in China.
Than the squirt gun lady in Japan.
Or in Japan. Yeah, that her too. No, didn't you see the squirt gun lady in China?
Is he going to jail with her?
He's going to jail. Dude, they in Canada, well, they haven't seen it, so it's a good thing a lot of these kids that are now older, they don't know what the Stanley Cup is in Canada.
Yeah, that's true. They haven't seen it in what, 28 years?
Well, but do you guys do the
28
players get in trouble if they mess up the cup?
Well,
No.
like it's have
It
respect.
happens.
I mean, I don't know. You don't want that to happen to anything, right?
Sure.
So I mean, it is the league and it is everything else, but put it this way, that's a bowl, and a bowl does not have one flat side. So I'll be interested because my name's on it to see how they correct it, or maybe they take the top off and put it in and put a new one on. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Hey, Chad Johnson in the house.
Looks like Tom Brady was throwing it to Gronk and he dropped it.
You guys
Something like that, right?
give the boss the mic. He's not going to be on the TV, but we could talk to him, though.
Chad, congratulations on a successful event.
Thanks
Great
so much.
cause.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I had a real good time here today, and
you made Cameron happy. 15
yes,
grand.
Cameron. It's again, you guys know my story and what I come from. So anytime I can find someone that wants to fight and give it their all and be put in a position to win when you want it that bad, I'm going to be a part of that every single time. That's just my personality.
That's awesome, man.
You know, Chad, I actually learn more and more about you as I feel that we get to do more with the network and spend more time with you. And I hope that our viewers and our listeners get to know more about you as well. This is the first time I actually knew that you guys had a Wicked Awesome Wishes Foundation.
Oh.
And that's huge, right?
Yeah,
You're
it's
giving
huge.
back.
One of the biggest things I've ever done.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Wicked Awesome Wishes.
Well, Wicked Awesome Wishes is something we formed about 6 years ago. I had always done a lot of things with radio and TV, being a marketer across the country for Lady Jane's, and we'd always see ourselves give money and feel good about it, but we'd never see it, feel it, touch it, know who it was going to. So once we started the foundation, at first I was really wanted to focus on like single moms, being a mama's boy and just seeing my mom struggle. I just really wanted to focus on single moms that were struggling. Obviously everyone has issues with cancer and all that, but I just felt like a lot of people were fighting for that. And really what hit my heart growing up was just seeing a mom struggle and not being able to do and give for the family. So we opened up the foundation and we've been able to help so many people. I think the foundation has given away close to $500,000
awesome.
now. And we're just really excited about what we do and we give back to. And we don't really have no rhyme or reason. There's no method to our madness. If someone applies to the foundation and we feel that person is someone that we want to be able to bless, then that's the person that we're going to do. So yeah, it's been interesting, and Jesse and Timmy sit on the board with me along with my wife, and it's just something that we're passionate about.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for the question,
awesome.
Pilar, for sure.
Well, it makes me feel good about the people I work for and with, the organization that I'm involved with that is my employer, right? You learn more about you. So
how'd you shoot today?
We shot great today, actually. I played really good, and I usually wouldn't say that, but today we played real good.
That's because you didn't have your clubs.
I heard Jesse carried you guys.
Yeah, Jesse had some great shots today. Obviously, Darren had some great shots. Timmy played awesome. It was a good round just hanging out with the guys, not talking work, not talking business, just, hanging out as buddies and friends and people that have been in my circle and supported me and, our companies for a long, long time now. So it was good to hang out with them.
Well, it was
thanks for having us out here.
Yeah, great
You
event.
look great in that shirt, Tom. I know you wanted a little bit bigger, but boy, that thing looks sexy on you,
I'm
bud.
like a sausage. I got the casing. It's the casing
what
for
are you
the
talking
sausage.
about? I think you look great.
That's
You
okay.
coming down to the MGM with me and Stevie J tonight, Tom?
You're going to buy me a shirt from the pro shop?
Yeah.
It'll fit me, and I'll be there.
It looks so good on you, though. You just don't like it, but it does look good on you. It's a little
It
tight,
accentuates
but
my bust line.
it's a
That's
little
for
tight,
sure.
but it does look
No
good on
question.
you.
It looks good. I think it looks good.
Thanks.
Yes.
I love the color. I love mint.
Yeah.
Hi, girls.
Looks good.
It's cool.
Gracie's in the
Freshman.
house. So's
Yeah.
Bethy.
It's cool.
I think right now you're looking real sexy, Tom. To give it to yourself, bud.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I try.
Big sexy in the house, Tom. Big sexy, Tom Mazaway.
Yeah,
There
Tom,
we go.
big sexy Mazaway.
Before you leave, we're going to talk about the British Open coming up. Have you ever gone to the British Open?
I haven't gone to the British Open, but I'm usually not a bragger about, friends and people that I go. But Keith Mitchell, who's one of my close homies, man, and I always root for him every week. He just texts me and saying he thinks he's got a shot. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. And,
What's his number? What's his number? Plus how much?
I got it.
I don't know what the plus number
Plus
is. We'll find out
15,000?
tonight. We'll find out tonight.
No. He'll probably be like 6. I'll tell you right now when we get into the thing.
All right, yeah. Well, are you getting into my bookie?
So Mac's going to do his picks right now.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Go ahead. Hit it, Alex.
Let's hit our Hack and Whack Open. All right, here it is.
All right, well.
We're here.
All right, since we're at the golf course, I'm going to do the Hack and Whack. And you know what? We're from Royal St. George Golf Club in the Queen's mother country, which is any of you geography experts. Kent, England is where it's
England.
from. First Open across the pond at this course in 10 years last time. Darren Clark with his only major championship. So it's definitely how the weather's going to be. Now, what I went for one of the hottest players that is a universal player here.
He
and
is
that
hot.
plus 800. I think that was a good odds for John Rahm.
That's the favorite.
And as a favorite, absolutely. Now, there's a lot of guys in the iffy zone, but I looked a little bit deeper. Went with Louis Oosthuizen at plus 3,000. He had a great showing at the U.S. Open. Plus, he's the ball striker. And over there, it seems like ball strike, the bad putters can get away with it seems, because if they're better ball strikers.
I never root for him because I can never say his name. So
Well, that's why
I never want him to be in the top.
Notice I put Louis O.
Yeah, Louis O.
And then my boy DeChambeau, dude. I mean, you never know what he's gonna do, but the fact that he can hail and hack and whack and go after it out there on an open golf course, you got to take him at plus 3,000. And then sentimental favorite. I mean, Phil did it at the PGA. Why not Lee Westwood?
It's the old man year.
Plus 5,000 at Lee Westwood. That will be good.
He's down to 3,300 on mine. Lee Westwood.
Wow.
Plus 3,300. They're betting him.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, he's got to. So that's a good bet. So
I like
trying to stall.
I like Dustin DJ at plus 3,700. That's a pretty good bet. I know he's not playing great this year. Paulina must be holding out on him or something, but
you want
if you
want a long shot, you got Ernie Els at plus 50,000. You got Darren Clark at plus 50,000. Some of the longest shots on the board. Troy Merritt, wicked awesome. He's plus 50,000.
he blew his chance at the Rocket. He had all that wicked awesomeness going for him, and he didn't finish it up. What happened to him, Chad?
What do you test that to there, Maz?
I know. It's not easy to close it out.
Keith Mitchell, plus 40,000. There's your wild card, boys. Right here, right now. Put at least a nickel on it. Put a nickel on it, could change your day. Keith Mitchell, and then it'd be wicked awesome. That would be wicked awesome.
Plus 40,000.
Why not?
You know what? Keith Mitchell wins the U.S. Open. I can almost guarantee you we'll probably get a conversation with him down the road some point, and how made plus 40,000 on the bet.
Right. All right. Well.
So and remember, it's across the pond. It's the best golf there is. Wake up in the morning, crack it. The golf's going on, so it's done early. It's up early, and
I hope it's windy and cold.
This golf schedule, right, for the TV's perfect. For Thursday, Friday.
Amen.
For our show,
we'll be betting it.
Absolutely. I'm definitely taking that guy. And hey, in honor of Jesse, Jazz Tananawan is plus 40,000 too. Jazz deep. But
All right,
that's
guys.
your golf.
So there you have it. That is DMac's Hack and Whack for the British Open. And you know what? You've been doing us really good on these. So
you know what? If you look at the money, just got to pick a winner every few tournaments. Every 5-6 tournaments. So it's good.
Yep. All right, guys, let's get to a quick round of Me Gusta or No Me Gusta. You guys know how to play along with us on our social media at Woodward Sports. If you like what I'm about to say Me Gusta. If you don't like it, then just simply put No Me Gusta. And, of course, your comments are always loved and appreciated here at Woodward Sports. Okay, The MLB should keep the new All-Star uniforms. Me gusta o no me gusta. Here's the two pictures. Oh, we don't have the two pictures.
Well, the
All right,
the AL was in the all blue. The NL last night was in the all white. I loved them.
I liked them.
I first didn't like them because I told you guys I like old school. Rogelio says no. Look, that AL uniform was good looking. I liked it. It grew on me. Every inning it grew on me. I say keep them for now and maybe tweak them a little. But keep the colors. I like the all blue and the all white.
I liked them. I thought they looked sharp.
I loved that game last night. I enjoyed
loved it.
I might get myself an AL jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's you get yourself all the jerseys.
30 years from now when it's on the clearance rack.
Yeah, I'll get it from Marshall's.
Alex, you didn't like him clearly then.
Yeah, no me gusta for me. I think it's a money grab, and I think it looks cool when all the players are wearing their different respective uniforms. They do it in the NBA and the NHL. I mean, actually NHL, they make uniforms. Oh, Maz, let's go, buddy.
Oh,
it's for the
breaking news. Breaking news. Tom Mazaway has won the GOAT's photo in the silent auction.
That's the greatest.
That is $100. I can't believe you bid on this. That's amazing.
I'll pay for it, but here you go, Chad. It's all yours. I'll buy it, but it's Chad's. Here you go.
Chad's gonna put it up in the office and put a plate in honor of Tom's
Put it on American Express.
memory.
What was the
Give this to my brother, and I will pay the money that you guys spent.
What was the final bid?
$6 million.
Maz bid $100 on that. It was amazing. You have great penmanship too, Maz.
It even said I love Brady next to my signature. You believe that?
Yeah, because it's not a Tuesday. You only hate him on Tuesdays.
No, I hate him 24/7. 365.
Wait, Tom Brady or LeBron?
It's close.
Yeah, it's
close.
But it's close. But
it's close.
But
you have to pick one. Okay,
LeBron, you're lying.
Look, I'm telling you.
You're lying.
He is
He's lying to your face, Pilar.
He is a
lying to your face.
Closet Brady lover.
So Mac, you didn't pick yours.
I'm
going to
say
uniform.
I'm going to say no me gusta, just for the fact that I hope they they changed. Like I like the dark blue and the white, but when they go dark red and lighter, I don't mind it that much. You got some getting used to, but
I love the hats. The caps were great looking.
The hats were the best part.
Rogelio gave a thumbs up to the hats.
The hats were the best part. So keep the hats, and I like Alex's where there's some sort of difference, right? So whatever money grab, but as long as it looks good, like somebody would wear that again. And the thing is, Maz wants to buy it. Well, Maz is the guy that they're trying to get to buy it.
That's right.
You know, and I just want to say something about the money grab. I'm a firm, I like that kind of stuff. I love that marketing thing where, and you know, if I was to look at somebody's jersey and be like, oh, that was from the All-Star 2021. I like that. I'm fine
You
if they
do it every
change
day when you come into the work and look at Maz what he's wearing.
I still rock my 05 All-Star jersey from
course you
Detroit.
do.
But yeah, I do that with the Super Bowls. Every year that I go to Super Bowl, I always buy a sweatshirt because I like.
Back in the day, the Super Bowls each had their own logo. About 10 years ago, the NFL went to the natural, neutral, Lombardi Trophy in the middle with the Roman numerals around it. Back in the day, each place had their own, which I loved.
Yeah.
The NFL knows what they're doing. Who the hell am I to ask them?
Yeah, well, and I'm going to say that, too, with the MLB.
Big sexy Tom Mazaway.
That's right. That's right. Hey, how about Al Bubba Baker on earlier today?
That was awesome.
He's the new sack leader, single-season sack record holder with 23. Thanks to Pro Football Reference, they went back and retabulated all those numbers.
Guys, there it is, right here today. So it was yesterday. But the fact that the NHL got it right, it's a new day for the Lions organizations. We're going to be winners from now on because the books are straight.
See?
There you go.
It's the way it is. And with that, take the Bucks tonight -4.5 to even the series.
Not me.
All right, Tom Mazaway, who you like tonight?
I like the Suns. I like them to win the game tonight.
Me too.
I like them to win tonight.
Alex, do you have a pick?
I like the over, too.
I like the Milwaukee Bucks, and I have Giannis scoring more than 30 points.
Give that to Chad now.
Chad, who you like?
Dude, I can answer for Chad. We'll see about 3 minutes before kickoff, and so we'll see
exactly.
We'll see what the
I'm a number player. I don't get all excited about the players, the teams, right? I've been a numbers player for a long time. So, it's a tough game to pick. they've had some time off, 3-4 days. They should be able to, play a little bit more aggressive defense than, being tired and not playing defense. So
maybe
I like the under.
The under then.
I like the under when the guys are rested up and they can come out and play some defense that they normally don't do when they're on back-to-backs or they're more tired. And when you're in the NBA Finals, you are giving it your all and playing a little bit more defense. But we all know these refs can be a big part of what that number ends up with.
No doubt. People are saying they're going for Giannis, so we'll see how they do.
How tough is basketball toughest to bet?
I'm really liking baseball, to be honest with you. NBA can give you nosebleeds, right? You're up by 10, then you're down by 2, then you're up by 6, then you're down by 4. It's like a roller coaster upside down, where baseball and football, you can kind of get a little groove, a little feel, bet a second half line. You can kind of just start to feel it. Basketball, there is no feel.
What's your magic number? You gave me your magic number.
My magic number in baseball, I'm always going to take the plus 100 to plus 130. Last night, Tom was all over on the right number, the minus 105. The National League was minus 115. I like the under, and I always bet that number. But for some reason last night, I took the Nationals. I just felt like everyone would be excited about the rookie pitcher and the guy that hits home runs. I forget his name a little bit.
Yep.
And I just thought everybody would be all over him. So I kind of went vice versa, even though the line didn't show it that way. But win some, lose some.
You'll get him tonight.
Yeah, we'll get him tonight.
You'll get him tonight. Just take the Suns.
Another game.
Might do some half bets tonight, Tom. Might do a little first half followed by a second half. How about that?
I'm coming with you.
That'll work. That will work.
I'm going to tag along.
All right, guys. So there you have it. That is who we like. Hey, you know what?
What about Pilar's shades today? Anybody mention Pilar's shades today? I mean,
this was
looking good, Mama.
Are you giving me grief?
Looking
I was
good,
like, wait, I don't know. Are you giving me grief right now or not?
Just teasing, just
We're
playing.
outside. We're outside.
You look great.
Hey, before we do leave, though, Darren Hill says, Maz on a golf course? What did y'all do? And then he said, leave a trail of peanut M&Ms or bottles of Yahoo.
That's funny.
Yoo-hoo.
Not Yahoo.
Yoo-hoos. Yoo-hoos.
A bottle of Yahoo. That would be a big-ass bottle, Pilar.
Yoo-hoos. All right, guys. So there you have it. That will do it for us. Big thanks to Terry Foster for joining us today. Congratulations.
Terry's the man.
Huge.
He made his hook debut today.
Oh, he did.
Bubba Baker. He's been on the show before.
He says not. He was insulted.
Has. He's been on the show before.
Bubba Baker, 23 sacks, leads the NFL with most sacks ever. Did he brag about it today? He's got some good one-liners.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
he does.
Yeah. He's great to have on the show today.
Awesome.
And Chad Johnson, thanks so much for joining us on the show today. Great event. Big thanks to Wicked Awesome Wishes, Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for putting on this event, Woodward Sports Network as well. For Juicy manning all of our social media, Alex, who killed it in the production table today, Tom Mazaway walking away with his brand new Tom Brady poster, DMac tearing it up on the golf course.
My show's
Pilar
now
Lastra.
over.
Y'all have a great night, everybody.
See you guys.
Deuces.
See you tomorrow.
Con algo de canadiense, saborcito.
Ahí viene el picheo.